Hey, what's up everybody? OJ here. Welcome back. My glasses. I can't see. No, I'm joking. I have 20/20 vision, guys. I just left them here because I was cleaning them just a little bit. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another OJ stream. Today, we got a great show for you guys. I had to adjust the also. Man, there's all sorts of stuff on my new computer. Anyway, I think I got it adjusted. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another OJ stream. Today we got a big show for you guys, man. Big show for you guys. Mario plus Rabbids sequel incoming? Question mark. Monster Hunter Rise Special Edition. Of course, not coming to the US as of right now. They didn't announce it today. Every other country, so we're going to talk about that, the Special Edition. We're also going to discuss new information, tons of new information on Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, because previews are starting to go up, and yeah, that game's looking freaking amazing. I think I might have been right that it's like the best Switch port of all time. It might be, or sorry, the best Wii U to Switch port. It might just be that. It might just be. So, really excited to talk about that today. Of course, your questions, your comments. I actually didn't exercise this morning. I'm upset at myself, but I had to get done my first episode of my Monster Hunter series that I'm doing. As you guys all know, I've tried to get into Monster Hunter games before and just haven't had any luck. But I finally got some free time to kind of get that in. So Monster Hunter Rise, first episode will be tonight. You guys are going to turn me from a noob into a master when it comes to the Monster Hunter, man. So I'm just going through the game one by one with the demo. And then once the game comes out, I already have the Special Edition pre-ordered. So we're going to talk about that too. So the Special Edition for the US, the game Special Edition from Amazon. So should be fun. But all right, so let's go ahead and get into Ninja News. We had a brand new video up on the channel this morning. Talking about, what was it talking about? Talking about how the Switch was supposed to fail. I thought it would be a funny video, and I think you guys enjoyed it. So, I'll do more videos like that. GJJS with the resubscription, Twitch Prime for 2 months in a row says, hi, chat. Hi, GJJS. I do appreciate that. Oh, shout outs to Shamsa with the California Smash. Let's go. And she says, sorry, OJ can't stay. Internet is acting up. See you hopefully tomorrow. Okay, your internet's acting up. What's going on, Shamsa? Are you having problems with everything on your internet or just my stream? Because it might be something with my stream that I can adjust. But thank you, Shamsa. You didn't have to do that since you're going to be leaving anyway. But thank you for the $30. Like always, Shamsa's showing she's the greatest elite ninja of all time. The Hokage is Shamsa with the big California Smash support. Thank you so much, Shamsa. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $30 holla. You guys give some love to Shamsa before she has to bounce. Sorry that your internet's acting up. Thank you for the 30 though. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Shamsa. You guys give some love. I only see a couple Shaw and goat emotes. Put those goat emotes in there if you got the emotes. Let Shamsa know that she's appreciated. For sure. So we also have Ninja News, like I said, the video that was up. Also, Elite Ninja stuff, guys. Trying to get to 3... Actually, you know what? I didn't change it yet. Sorry. Trying to get to 38. We're trying to get 2 new Elite Ninja today. So hit the join button. We've got some new perks. And we're going to reshuffle things on Discord in terms of things when it comes to the descriptions and things. So we are going to do that. Yo, shout outs to GJJS gifted 5 tier 1 subs over there on Twitch. Thank you so much, GJJS, gifting some subs to the community, to the Fire Nation. Over 7.1 strong over there. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Shout outs to everybody with the gifted subs. Just taking on some GME, yeah, GameStop gains. Let's go, baby. Everybody who got in on that GameStop stock definitely made quite a pretty penny there. So congratulations to all those people. So yeah, man. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, man. Thank you for tier 1ing yourself too. All right. let's go and let's get into some more of the shoutouts. I think we need shoutouts now, guys. Oh yeah, Elite Ninja stuff. No games today, but we'll be back with Splatoon probably Friday or something like that. We'll be back with some Splatoon action. Maybe something tomorrow. Maybe we hit like a goal. Maybe we might get something tomorrow. Yo, Shinru, let's go! Yo, thank you so much, Shinru, with the freaking JoJo boys. Let's get it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Shinru kind of being like Shamsa when it comes to the support here, man. Pretty much every single day coming through. My man, the Ambu Black Ops. We might have to upgrade you to the round table, my boy. I'm thinking that we just got to get you there. You got to have the Makikyu Sharingan, though. You got to have the Makikyu Sharingan. You got to be 6 months. So I think that your seat at the round table, we're dusting it off for you, my boy. Shinru with the $20. And he says, Lord Hokage, OJ, good news. I just got my Ori Collector's Edition from the, I am 8-bit, super happy about it. Yeah, I still need to get that. I still need to get that myself. I thought they were going to get it to me, but then they canceled the little sponsored deal that I had because they just donated it to charity instead. So good on them. But yeah, shout outs. Thank you so much, Shinru, with the $20. Appreciate the 20, man. I thought it was Roundtable already. Nah, you've got to be here at least 6 months for Roundtable. It's got to be at least 6 months of being here on the channel, and then of course support. So he's almost there. He's Ambu Black Ops is like right underneath there, so he's pretty much there. Shout outs to Shinru once again. Appreciate that. Also, yo, my boy TS with the upgraded to the Ambu tier. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. TS with the Ambu tier upgrade. Thank you so much, man. You're awesome. Thank you for supporting the Elite Ninja Village, bruh. We feel you over here. Ambu, let's go. Ambu pledge. Let's see here. GJJS also with the 100 bits. Thank you so much, man. And he says, Ranavir serum seems good. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you so much. Hey, what's good, Ranavir? Welcome. Awesome first month decided to upgrade. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad that you're liking the streams, guys. For those who are not Elite Ninja yet, thank you guys so much. And for those who aren't Elite, definitely become Elite. Get yourself some emotes. Get yourself a badge. Become part of the greatest Elite Ninja Village. The greatest village on YouTube. The best community, in my opinion, on YouTube. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, other people would disagree. You know what I'm saying? Other people would disagree, but who cares? It's not about what they think. It's about what we think over here. Let's go. Oh my God, I got a little smudge on my... Hold up. My glasses. All right. I think I got it. Let's see. I think that's good. I think we'll be okay with this. Yeah, we're okay with that. All right. So let's go and let's get into more shout outs. If you're here in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi back to all my lovely people here. TS is here once again. Brandon Johnson. I heard that you're eating some pizza and enjoying the stream, Brandon. That's good, man. Pizza's good. It's my favorite food of all time is pizza. I love pizza. I had some homemade pizza last night. Pita bread pizza. I finally found that stupid Joseph's pita bread. There was one package left at Walmart when I went there. One little pack of 6 pita breads. Man, I had to order online, dude. I had to order online pita bread. Like, imagine that. I can't go to the store and just buy some of Joseph's pita bread. They're probably making a killing during this pandemic too, man. Like, it's never there. The Joseph's pita bread, it's never there at Walmart. It's always gone. At my Walmart and my mom's Walmart, I never see it there. Like, before, it used to be there all the time. Before the pandemic, I used to always see that little healthy pita bread. After the pandemic, or during the pandemic, it's been crazy. And my sister just tells me, my sister Linda, she just texts me, hey Francis, that's my first name. She's like, hey Francis, or OJ, whatever. She like alternates. She calls me OJ sometimes, but anyway, she's like, hey, you should just she said you should invest in this stock. You should start with this, and she links me an article to GameStop. Cause like my sister and my mom, they're like big investors. Like they invest a lot in different stuff. And she's like, and my sister, she doesn't know anything about video games or anything like that, you know? And she just sent me a message right now saying, hey, you should invest in GameStop. Oh my gosh, man. So it's good stuff, man. Let's see here. Frank R is here. What's good, man? Dior Wilson. Shout out to the roundtable, Frank R. Roundtable party, man. The Zoomer roundtable, I should say. Dior Wilson. You Zoomers. Know your place, Zoomers. Chris Gamer, what's good? Astro Jammer. Elias, what's up, man? Yeah, the Monster Hunter Rise video, I think you'll probably be asleep when it comes out, Elias, but you can watch it when you wake up or whatever, or later. Matthew Jenkins, what's good? Bead Queen, what is up? Welcome. Is it Nana? Nana, let's see here. Do you think Monster Hunter Rise will be Monster Hunter game that gets you into the series? I think it's very possible. I have a new video coming out later tonight, where you guys can actually see me playing the demo for the first time on stream or on footage, you know, with it. So far you're gonna have to find out, you know, wait and see what I think. But I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised with the route that I'm going. I think it's a high quality series that I'm doing here with Monster Hunter Rise. So I just needed to figure out the format and everything, and it takes a lot of work, but not a lot of work, but it takes a lot of shuffling and adjusting. I have to bring in my green screen, and the lighting has to be just right, and thumbnails and all that stuff. But yeah, I did that this morning. It took me a few hours to put together, but I've been thinking about how was I going to present the show to you guys with Monster Hunter Rise, and I finally figured out the format that I wanted to do, which was green screen, introduction, talk about something, green screen, gameplay. So yeah, I don't really do green screen gameplay videos, so this is something new for me, you know, with the series at least. So look forward to it. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Wolf. Gunmetal Otaku, what's good? Iron Rogue, what's up, man? Let's see here. I don't know if the Monster Hunter Switch gives hope to Zelda. If they wanted to do Zelda, they'll do Zelda. If they don't want to do it, then they don't do it. I don't think Monster Hunter Switch has anything to do with it. They always do special edition Monster Hunter, you know, systems. I mean, that's not anything new. You know, they've been doing that for a while now. They did it with Monster Hunter. Didn't they do it with the 3DS? They did it with the 3DS. They've been, you know, they've had like one in Japan for like the Wii U or something like that. I mean, so I don't think it really has anything to do with each other. I think people like to connect stuff when you shouldn't. If they want to do Legend of Zelda, then they'll do Legend of Zelda, you know? If anything, you should not look at Monster Hunter. You should look at Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. They did one for the Wii U. They did one for the look at the 3DS. They did Majora's Mask. Look at that. Don't look at Monster Hunter. That has nothing to do with Zelda. You know, look at the examples of the same franchise at least, and look at what Nintendo's done with that. So Monster Hunter has nothing to do with Zelda if they're going to do a special edition. Look at the games that we've already gotten with Zelda, and look if they've done special editions with those games, and then say, okay, well, maybe they'll do it because of that. It doesn't. Monster Hunter and Zelda have nothing to do with each other, you know? Dior Wilson with the dollar donation. And it says, can you play something from Mario Galaxy? I can. I can't. Mario Galaxy. Yeah, but even if you missed the Wind Waker one, there's still the 3DS. You know, we had Majora's Mask on the Nintendo 3DS. You know, we also had, like, on the Wii, we had a gold Wii remote, you know, hardware with Skyward Sword in the 25th. So, I mean, look at what they've done before within the franchise. Don't just look at a random Monster Hunter. Once again, Nintendo doesn't have anything, like, Zelda, Monster have nothing to do with each other. You know, I mean, because then if you start doing that, then we can just start picking any franchise. Oh, you think now there's going to be a special edition Metroid Prime because of Monster Hunter? Oh, do you think there's going to be a special edition, I don't know, Shin Megami Tensei because of Monster Hunter? Do you think there's going to be a special... I mean, like, that's what I don't like about, like, when people do that. It's like, why just randomly pick Zelda? What does it have to do with each other? They have nothing to do with each other, you know? Then you can just start picking any game and saying, well, because of Monster Hunter, it's going to be this, you know? You got to start associating things at least a little bit together, you know? Like, associate it just a little bit. There was also Hylian Shield 2DS. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Special edition 2DS, special edition new Nintendo 3DS. So I think that's more in line with what is going to come, not because of Monster Hunter. Who cares, you know? At the end of the day, I know you guys care about Monster Hunter, but that has nothing to do with Zelda or any other special edition, be it that. It has anything to do with like Disney Tsum Tsum or whatever the hell that special edition was. It's like, oh, since there's Disney Tsum Tsum, does that mean that there's going to be, I don't know, Epic Mickey coming back? I don't know, you know, like, or what, any other Disney game that comes over to the Switch, is there going to be a special edition now because of the Disney Tsum Tsum special edition Switch? No, not necessarily, you know? All right, let's get this Mario Galaxy theme. All right, Bowser's Reactor. Thank you for the $1, Mr. Dior Wilson. D'Amico Velaz, what's good, man? He says, I could see Monster Hunter Rise will be the top-selling game in March and April in Japan. I don't think you need to be a, no offense, D'Amico, or Demeco, But I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to figure that one out. I don't know if that's a, you know, I don't think we need to, you know, I think that's a fairly safe bet. Oh man. Guess Double Cross Special Edition foreshadow the Mario, Animal Crossing, and Smash Special Editions. Yeah, it's pretty much just, it's like it's a domino effect, guys. It's a domino effect. Okay, one more thing that I do want to announce for like Ninja News too, guys, is that I'm reorganizing my shelf. All these PlayStation 4 and Xbox One games are not going to be here anymore. They're going to be in my living room, and when I finally adjust, I get my new room put together, they'll be inside there. And the reason why is because I don't stream any PlayStation 4 or Xbox One games really anymore. So there's no need to have them right there. I'm going to have all my Switch games there instead. I'm going to keep the stupid amiibo here, and then I put some special editions and some cool stuff up here. Down here is just a bunch of crap. There's a PS3, there's a Fire Emblem Special Edition, there's a Xenoblade Chronicles X Special Edition, and there's a Super Nintendo and a Guardian amiibo. I have no idea what I'm doing down there, but I'll fix it. I'll put something, I'll organize it towards down there. And then like below there, you can't see it, but there's NES games below there. So, and above here is just a junk of PlayStation 3. You can't see it. GameCube games. You know, I think maybe I'll put some GameCube games, classic games here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this shelf, but for right now, it'll just be some amiibo that I actually like. I actually really like these amiibo here. So yeah. But I like the shelves layout. Well, there's no need to have PS4 and Xbox One games here if I'm not streaming. This is my streaming room where I stream games to you guys, and I don't stream anything from the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. If I do, it's gonna be from my new room when I make my new one, and I actually have my my OLED, because there's no need for me to be sitting there playing PlayStation 4 or Xbox One games on this monitor when you can play them on a sexy OLED instead. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense for me to have the games right there. When I want to play something from my PS4 or my Xbox One, it's going to be in my living room. It's not going to be here. Whereas Switch games, I'll stream them here, so I might as well have them here. You know, playing on my OLED isn't as big of a priority, even though Breath of the Wild looks absolutely amazing on my OLED. Like, oh my gosh, I beat the game again last night. Phenomenal. Looks absolutely phenomenal on the OLED. So good. Even though it doesn't support any of like the OLED features. Hi OJ, can you play Cyber Shadow level 1 theme? Yes, I can. Thank you for the $1.99, Mr. Dave Monado. The Monado. Okay, all right, let's hear. Cyber Shadow, level 1 theme. All right, thank you for the donations, guys. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Helps out the Elite Ninja Village, thus getting this here. Cyber Shadow level 1 theme. I don't know theme. Cyber Shadow level 1 music, more like it. Let's see here, because I don't think has anybody ripped it yet. I'm having trouble finding the level 1 theme, my boy. So I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna play some this. I'm just gonna play. Is this it? So I'm just gonna play this, and hopefully that's it. Do you ever put old games in storage? No, I don't need to put old games in storage. My house, I have plenty of storage here. Like I have plenty of room here in my house, so I don't need any to put games in storage. So yeah. I hope that Monster Hunter Rise is the best-selling game. That's why I'm predicting. I don't know many amounts for price in Japan, but who knows? That's how I can tell. Beverly Carter, what the hell are you talking about, dude? Like that? What? What, bruh? Like, what's going on? Anyway, fresh out of work, ready to practice per usual. Hey, let's go. Shout outs, Liquidy. Shoutouts. The shelves aren't going anywhere, guys. I think you guys misunderstood what I'm saying. Like, the shelves aren't going anywhere. The shelf is gonna stay there. Now, when I do my new office space, Yeah, the shelves might not be there for my new streaming room. It depends on how my layout is going to be. I'm still figuring out a layout, but I don't think I'm gonna have the shelf space in my new streaming space. I think it's just gonna be more a clean look. And then when I stream games from my actual like OLED, because like I don't want to stream like if I'm gonna stream like Xbox or PlayStation, like I don't want to stream it from like my monitor. I want to stream it from my OLED. So, well, I'll figure something out. Let's see here. So yeah, I have no idea what he's saying. I have no idea. But shout outs. What's up, Beverly? Iron Rogue, it's all good, man. Appreciate your support here. Brendan Christensen, what's up, man? What's good? What's good? Damage controlling fanboy. Get to see all the regulars here. Shout outs to the peeps that come through all the time, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being elites. All right, Corey. What's up, Corey Dunmore? What's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Kindris, what's up, man? Welcome. Nana, Maverick, what's good? Frank R, B Queen, TS, Elias, Astro Jammer, Party Man, Brandon, Wolf, Chris Gamer, Ghost Fixer, what's good? What's good, guys? Devin Rose, Glenn the Frog. I think Roggy Froggy was here too, or is it just Glenn the Frog today? Jolly Green, what's good, man? Says let's go. All right, Mensa Boateng, what's good, Mensa? Elias is here as well. What's good? Let me get through these shout outs, guys. I've been answering too many questions too early. Nyko, what's good, man? Gunmetal once again. Who did I miss? Beverly Carter, what's good? Lord Ozzy, good to see you here, man. Welcome to the stream, Lord Ozzy. All right. I think that was the song that you wanted, right? I think it was. All right. So let's go and get this here. Song of Storms. Stormies. Armchair. Is Armchair the Armchair? Jonathan B. What's good? Coloco. What's up, Coloco? Welcome to the stream. Facts Kill Opinions. The Destiny Dragon. Welcome, guys. Good to see all you guys here. Chris Gideon. Rosario. What's up, man? What about you? No, I'm joking. What's good, man? Yo, KJP, my boy. What's up, man? Just got the collector's edition for Ori. Pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm hearing people are starting to get that. Is this? It's still available to purchase, right? I think I need to cop that. J2 Blue, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. J2 Blue, the beast. What's good? Welcome, Dior. Once again, shout outs to you guys. Shout outs to all the peeps here. I appreciate you guys. Dark Synchron, the baby park fraud. The baby park fraud over here. Dark Synchron. Brandon Christensen, what's good, man? What's good? What's Gucci? What's Gucci? You'll probably get it soon, J2. If everyone's getting theirs, you'll probably get it soon. Man, I'm excited for today, man. Excited to talk about some stuff. So, yo, Blue EX, what's up, my boy? Welcome. Shout outs to the Fire Nation too, all the Fire Nation peeps. I see you guys, 11 plus viewers. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Let's talk about this Mario plus Rabbids situation though, huh, guys? I think we should start with that. So, is there a sequel for Mario plus Rabbids that will be announced this year? I think it's very possible. Here's the reason why. There's speculation over a potential sequel for Mario plus Rabbids coming out this year. And the reason why that's the case is because the official Rabbids user account, okay, this was spotted by Reddit user Theme Park Fan 2020. So I guess he's not a theme park fan anymore because it's not 2020. No, bad joke, I guess, right? The official Rabbids Twitter account, previously named @RabbidsOfficial, has been changed to @Mario Rabbids. The account is using an image of Rabid Mario as the profile picture, and while the name change appears to be recent, its most recent tweet was posted way back in August of last year, so nobody really noticed for that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, the fact that they changed it, to Mario Rabbids instead of just, the regular Rabbids, that to me shows that, hey, there's obviously going to be more. But like I said on Twitter, I don't think anybody would be surprised if Mario plus Rabbids got a sequel on the Switch. It's one of the best-selling, third-party games. Obviously, it's the best-selling Ubisoft game on the Nintendo Switch, and it's the best-selling Ubisoft game in a long time, since like the Wii days. The Wii U, they didn't really sell much of anything, but this is the first like multi-million selling Ubisoft game on a Nintendo platform since the Wii. You know, since we saw like the Rabbids games on the Wii, or like what else was there? There's like probably some other stuff on the Wii that sold over 1 million from Ubisoft. So they made a lot. Just Dance. Okay, there we go. Just Dance. I think Just Dance might be over 1 million on the Switch, but we're talking like, I guess, regular game or whatever, not Just Dance. So to see Mario plus Rabbids potentially getting a sequel, I mean, obviously that's exciting news. But I think it's expected. It's been 4 years, guys. Like, it's been a while. Mario plus Rabbids, people always think of it as if it just came out, or they think of it as like a recent game, but it's actually been, it'll be the 4th year anniversary this summer from when it was first revealed, you know? So yeah. I don't know exactly how many units it sold, but the last time that we got sales numbers, it was over 2 million, but that was a long time ago. Like, that was a long time ago that it sold over 2 million. So, I mean, I think the last time that I even talked about the sales was like 2018. You know, so like a year after it came out, it sold like 2 million. But I mean, it's been selling since then. Like, it's gotten so many eShop sales where you can get it for like $14. It's been discounted to, you know, 15 bucks, 20 bucks. It's regularly on sale and people buy it all the time. And it's been in the eShop like top 30 sales. It's been there for a while whenever it goes on like discounts and sales. So I'm guessing it's probably double that. I'm guessing it's probably, you know, 3.5 to 4 million at this point. But that's just a speculation on my end, you know? Just speculation on my end. Let's see. I saw, if so, couldn't care less. Never cared about Mario plus Rabbids. Mario plus Rabbids really good. I mean, if you haven't tried out the game, that's what a lot of people were saying. It's like, I never cared about it. It's stupid. That's what people were saying beforehand. And then they actually gave the game a shot. They tried out the game and they realized that it's actually a freaking amazing. You know, that it's actually a really good game. So yeah, man. I mean, I get it. You know. I understand it, but you know, I think the game is phenomenal, but lots of people were doubting it. I remember, you know, I was one of the first people to really report that this thing is real. I was actually the first person through one of my sources that I have to report that it uses the Snowdrop engine. So yeah, man, like I was skeptical at first, but then when I actually saw it, you know, beforehand, I was like, oh, okay, this is probably going to work. This is probably going to be pretty good, you know, when I found out what type of game it was. So it ended up being really good. So let's see. I released about 5,000. Love it. Hey, shout out to Mad Hatter. Glad you like it. Let's see. Man, I can't believe the Switch is nearly 4 years old. The Switch is, yeah, pretty much going on its, I mean, it's 4 years old. You know, it's calendar years. It's 5th calendar year. So 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. So the calendar year, it's in its 5th year, calendar year. Actual length of time, yeah, going to be 4 years old in March. You know, so interesting. It's been out for a while, though. That's why some people are expecting, you know, and with the rumors, people are expecting some type of stuff, you know. So yeah. Let's see. I tried the Monster Hunter Rise demo. We'll buy day one. Hey man, watching you from Yemen. Oh, shout outs to Yemen. Yeah, I've got a Monster Hunter Rise video that's coming out later tonight. So for you, it'll be tomorrow. Make sure you guys check it out. Man, I really like to see some support on that video. Especially for all the Monster Hunter fans out there. Like if you guys, you know, play Monster Hunter, definitely check out my video tonight. You know, and help me out with Monster Hunter. I'm going to record episodes pretty much. I think I'm going to record another episode maybe later tonight or tomorrow morning. I need to start waking up a bit earlier so I can record those episodes. But yeah. I still haven't finished Mario plus Rabbids 1. Still a fun game, though. You haven't finished it? Oh, man, you need to finish it, bro. You need to finish it. It's good. Yo, Shinru with the $3 and says Mario plus Rabbids is the only game with Mario on the cover and it goes on sale for $15. How often do you see that much of a price drop for a Mario game? You don't really see it too much when it comes to Mario games, but it's really not because it's a Mario game. It's not really a Mario game. It's its own thing. It's not a Mario game, believe it or not. It doesn't play like any other Mario game that we've ever had. It's really a third-party game that licenses Mario. You know, so I mean, maybe like back in the day, like Hotel Mario or something like that, or Mario's Time Machine, or something. I think those were probably like super cheap back in the day, like, you know, when the games actually came out. But definitely recently, no, not much, you know, not really at all. But it's not really a Mario game though. Like, believe it or not. I mean, I know it's hard to think that way, but the gameplay is completely different. It's like a XCOM game or something. Like, it's like XCOM. It's like Fire Emblem or XCOM. It's something different, but it's not a Mario game. You know? I love the new photo of Mario and Rabbids Yoshi. Mario Rabbids Peach. The new photo? It's not really new, is it? Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Dawson? Welcome to Mario Game in My Eyes. I can see why people say that, you know, but it's just, it just plays so differently from any other, you know, any other Mario game. So yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting though. I think it's going to be fun to see what happens with Mario plus Rabbids, like a sequel if something happens, you know. Hey, thank you so much, Chaos Smith. I appreciate that. Still, OJ, it's Mario. I've never seen Mario games on current platform that drops below 40. Yeah, but once again, it's not, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you what the issue. Shinru, I don't think you're paying attention to what I'm saying. It's not really like a Nintendo Mario game. It's a Ubisoft developed, published, and they license Mario. It's Rabbids. It's a different type of game. Like, that's why I'm trying to let you know, but you're not listening to me. It's not that. You're not going to see it with other Mario games. You're going to see it with Mario plus Rabbids because it's not really a Mario game. It's not the typical Mario, you know, that Nintendo does. It's Ubisoft's licensing Mario for a niche or more niche genre than what Mario is, because usually it's Mario Sports, you know, it's Mario platforming, something like that. But it's Ubisoft. It's Ubisoft. It's a strategy RPG. You know, it's a third-party game. So, I mean, I think it's, if you listen to what I'm saying, you can understand, you know, because think of it as not Mario. Think of it as a third-party game. That's what it is. It's that, you know. So that's the reason why. That's why you'll see it with this game, but you won't see it with any other Nintendo first party game. And it's Ubisoft too. So I mean, Ubisoft games just happen to just discount. It doesn't matter. You can have anybody on there. You can have Link. It can be Legend of Zelda. It can be anything from Nintendo. It can be Mario, Zelda. It can be anything. But it's a third party game from Ubisoft. You know? So yeah. So yeah. Yo, TikTok meme, bruh. Let me tell you something real quick, bruh. Let me tell you something. I'm not offended by you and your stupid jokes. Nobody named TikTok memes 2.0 will ever offend me. What you should be offended by, I think the biggest thing that you should be offended by is the fact that your parents decided to interbreed within the family. I think that should be the biggest thing that you should be upset about. Honestly, your mom and your dad, brother and sister, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have gotten together. That's not right. And I'm almost positive that that is illegal in most places. There's a reason why. Because then kids like you are born. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just better just to not be born, you know? And I think that was probably the case with you. You probably just shouldn't have been born. But unfortunately, you were born. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, because your parents are imbeciles. And they just happen to be related. And then they birthed you. And now you're here. Okay? I'm not sure who taught you how to use a computer. Because I know you probably struggled. I know it was probably difficult and hard for you to learn how to use a computer. But you know what else you should also learn how to do? Okay? You should maybe learn how to clean yourself properly. And learn, you know what I'm saying, read and write properly and stuff like that. Don't waste your time here. Nobody cares about you and you being racist. All right? So, tell your imbecile mom and your imbecile dad that you hate them because you should have never been born, okay? You should have never been born. And it's unfortunate that you were, you know, because you've done nothing positive in your life. What have you done? You're a loser, you know? So it's very unfortunate. It's just better just to be nothing in the void than you being here right now. But thank you for the encouragement and thank you for the support. I do appreciate that. I really do. But you're an idiot. All right, now moving on. Let's see here. The animation of Marvel plus Rabbids is top notch. If you didn't know, you may not be able to tell it was Nintendo. And it's always a crazy deep discount. Yeah, that's good. It's a good game. Says OJ, you have unlocked a new YouTube channel, Savage Essence. We've been savage for a bit. For those who are asking, what happened? There was just somebody that was racist in here. This guy, TikTok memes. He came in here with the troll name. He might come back with another different name. Tried to say something racist, like tried to get me to say something racist, because he's got nothing better to do. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, his parents obviously didn't teach him right. What did Ninja say? It's the parents' responsibility. See what I'm saying? It's the parents' responsibility here to teach these kids about racism. Obviously, his parents didn't do a good job. But I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit about something. I'm not Ninja, okay? But shout out, no hate towards him. I'm not Ninja. I'm gonna teach you guys something about racism today. You know why? Because I care about you guys. Guys, don't be racist. Don't even be jokingly racist. Now, if you have certain friends and you guys joke around and stuff, whatever. But on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Don't be openly racist like this to somebody that you don't know. It's not a joke. You're just being a douche, okay? So being racist and covering it as a joke or something like that isn't funny to people that you don't know, or isn't funny at all. You don't know these people. It's not something that you should be doing, because it just causes more problems in this world. This world is already full of problems, and racism doesn't do anything to make it better. So with my platform that I have, which obviously is not as big as other people's, but it's still big enough to reach hundreds of people, thousands of people in my videos, I'm telling you guys right now that nothing benefits you from being racist. Look at all these idiots that went to the Capitol and got arrested because they're idiots. Some of them are idiots. Some of them are racist. They're doing dumb things. Okay, it can mentally warp your mind to do really stupid things and be into really stupid causes and get yourself in trouble. Now, the best thing to do is to simply just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Just be cool and calm. Everybody's a person. Everyone's a human being. Treat everybody with respect. There's no need. There's absolutely zero need for racism. And I'm telling you right now, it will not get you far in life. So that is my lesson on racism to all of you guys. Do I need to say that to you guys? Absolutely not. Are most of you guys already trained on this? Absolutely. Are some of you guys maybe like TikTok memes and have parents that were related and therefore it affected your brain development? Yes, maybe some of you guys are. Most of you guys, 99.9% of you guys aren't. But for that guy that was here, unfortunately, nobody taught him right from wrong, obviously, right? You know, so I'm trying to help you guys out here. All right. Let's see here. Being racist is the biggest side of being insecure. I mean, it's not going to get you anywhere. Now, if we're in, 1745, yeah, being racist might get you somewhere, right? Because it was slaves, it was legal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all right. But we're in the year 2020, 2021 going forward. There's no benefit of that unless you're trying to be like the Proud Boys leader or something like that, or Ku Klux Klan leader, which I don't know how well that pays. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you can't enjoy the NFL or NBA. I mean, there's a lot of problems with being racist, like, especially in these days. You can't enjoy content creators that you might like their content. They might have something. I mean, like, you just get upset every time that you see somebody that doesn't look like you, you know? So I think that that's one of the main problems that we have. So there's really no need, unless it's like some people have like the genetic thing, you know what I'm saying? Like they're genetically racist. I don't know, but people say it's taught though, so I'm guessing more it's like taught or it's learned, because I don't think it's genetic. I'm just joking around there, but man, like, there's no need for it. So like I said, it's not my responsibility to tell you guys this type of stuff, but I think that in YouTube and on Twitch, there's rules against racism. So obviously, you need to enforce those rules. You need to let people know why it's bad too. Like, so I think that's a general thing that any content creator with a platform should definitely be able to say that, like, at least just say that at the minimum is like, hey, this is the reason why it's bad. We don't do that here, and it's going to cause problems for other people. And that's that, so yeah, this is why I go across the street. We can go across the hall. I mean, yeah, that's the problem with TikTok memes, so yeah. But yeah, people upbringing will influence their opinions and behavior. Well, that's what I'm saying. It will. And that's why it's up to content creators. It's up to people of, like, people that have power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what's the Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility, and all of a sudden, people don't believe that, obviously. Now all of a sudden, everyone's like, oh yeah, they believe that in the Spider-Man movie. But when you apply it to themselves, oh no, we don't. No. Great power doesn't come responsibility at all. Everyone's like, yeah, Spider-Man responsibility. Like, everybody believes in that statement until it applies to themselves. If they go, oh, well, everyone, nobody said no. BS, Spider-Man. BS, Uncle. No. Uncle Ben. No, not with great. No, there is no responsibility with great power. Nobody believes that, you know, or everyone believed that, and now all of a sudden, oh no responsibility with power. I mean, like, listen, I'm of the boat. I'm in the boat of this. Like, it's not anybody's responsibility to do anything, but morally, like, what's morally right, what's morally wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the morally better thing to do? You know, but responsibility is responsibility. It's not on everyone to do that, but what is the morally correct thing to do? You know. So I just found it funny though, like nobody ever called Spider-Man's what Uncle Ben said BS or anything. Now all of a sudden we got all these people that are sitting there saying, oh no, people can be powerful and they don't have any responsibility for anything. They don't know, they don't owe anybody. But wait a minute, did you say that with Spider-Man? Why is that? Did you? Oh, is it because it's a movie? It's not real. Is that what it is? It's not real, right? So, but I never heard anybody say that's BS with Spider-Man. Oh man. Let's see here. Don't care about them. Waste your time on stupid people. Any update on Breath of the Wild 2? No update on Breath of the Wild 2, but I had a video on it that you can check out on the channel. I had a video. What's up, Angel? Yes, Spider-Man reference with great power comes great responsibility. No, it doesn't. Not anymore. Not anymore, guys. Not anymore. Let's see here. Spider-Man ain't real, oh boy. Yeah, did you guys know that Spider-Man isn't real? You know? Spider-Man isn't real. Is not real. He's fake. Unfortunately. One of these days he'll be real though. One of these days he will be absolutely real. The moment someone gains power, that saying disappears quicker than magic trick. We don't know unless you're a teacher, unless you're a doctor, unless you're those things. If you're a teacher, doctor, all this type of stuff, though, you've got responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say and do certain things. We're teachers in general are the worst because they've got immense responsibility, right? And then they get paid the least when it comes down to things. Yet they've got all this responsibility, you know? So yeah, man, it's interesting. But people expect it from some places, but not in other places, you know, where influence can be greatly magnified by like 1 million. You can, and all of a sudden, oh, no. But hey, like I said, I get it. I understand and I get it, you know? It's a dynamic type of situation with lots of stuff, you know, and I don't expect all content creators, even with their great power that they have to say certain things. I don't expect it because obviously they're not all of them are they don't gotta care. They don't gotta worry about that, you know? But that's why I say, like, if you're someone who's a morally good person, it's not like that big of a deal. People act like you need to sit down, open up a textbook to page 107. Let's read about the Emancipation Proclamation or something. People act like you gotta sit down, get the history notes out, turn on the projector. You know what? How do kids watch? I don't know how kids. Back in the day, it was a projector. But test them, grade their papers. We out here. Like, you ain't gotta do all that. It's like, you know, like people act like you gotta do all that in order to, you know, in order to say something. You know, all you gotta do is be like, yo, man, this ain't good because like this is the problem. Like, that's it. It like takes like a minute. It's not even like that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, it's like not even that big of a deal. He says, oh man, the projector, okay, hold up. What was the thing that they used to sit there? Like, it was like a machine. I don't know if you guys have it, but when I was younger, Yo, shout outs. Yo, Mr. Shinra with the $10 Jojo. And he says, Lord OJ, you're very right, sir. You shouldn't have to teach your followers about racism, but take some time out in order to do so. Play Life Will Change, and let's make it happen, sir. Thank you so much, Shinru. I mean, well, the thing about it is that it's against the rules, you know? So, I mean, obviously, YouTubers need to, like, you need to explain. Some people might not know better. That's the funny thing. Like, believe it or not, it sounds dumb as hell, but some people on it legitimately might not know better. I mean, TikTok memes, he has a brain dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Like a severe, because he's like, you know, he was inbred. So, like, that guy that got banned earlier, like, it's almost like he can't help himself. Doing stuff like that is almost like that's what he does. So, he can't help himself. He's an imbecile. The moron. Thank you for the $10 though, Shinru. Life will change. Thank you for the $10. Thank you for the 20 earlier. That does tie you with Shamsa for the Hokage lead, Mr. Shinru. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. All right. Shout outs to Shinru with the 10. Don't even give him more attention. That's probably what the idiot, what he does. Oh, that's fine. Let him do that. Here's the funny thing about idiots, Frank R. The funny thing about idiots is that smart people know how to take idiots and capitalize off of it. We're having a great discussion here. We're having something positive come out of it. And we're having a stream where we can talk about whatever. You guys have been able to express your opinions and say what you need to say and all that stuff like that. So positive has came out of that. It's always a learning experience. This person, what has he gotten today? He got a high of being made fun of on a stream. What did he get out of it? He wasted his time. He didn't make any money. He got banned. He did it like what he enjoyed. Okay, maybe he enjoyed himself a little bit because of that. Okay, but what was that in the grand scheme of things? What was it? It was nothing. He learned nothing. He did nothing. There's nothing that he gained out of it except for the little satisfaction of being a moron. And he got clowned and couldn't say anything back. So at the end of the day, I'm looking at it this way. The people that are trolls or morons or idiots and all that, and they do stuff like that, what do they get out of it at the end of the day? Are these people leaders? Are these people going to be winners in life? Probably not. And I can guarantee you, most of these people that do this are absolute losers. And the truth hurts them. So they might not, obviously he can't talk back here. We can't see where he's at anything, but I can 99.9% guarantee you that that dude is a damn loser. I can guarantee you he's a loser. Guarantee you it. Otherwise, because if he wasn't a loser, he wouldn't be wasting his time just to know that he'd get banned in a stream. He'd be doing something productive or actually going and enjoying himself in what he wants to do. Playing a game, going to a stream that he likes, watching somebody who's white and not black so he doesn't have to worry about making racist jokes. You know, whatever the case is, you know? Because that's what smart people do. That's what winners do. Losers do not do stuff like that. I've never met anybody who's a winner that decides that they're going to go around with that name, TikTok memes, and put racist comments. There's not a single person. Maybe there's somebody that's trolled a little bit, but there's nobody that's successful that would make a name like that and constantly go around and start doing that. Because you think that's the first time that this dude has done that? Obviously not. This is what he does. This is a loser agenda. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. He has to live with the fact that he's a loser. I don't. You guys don't. He has to live with the fact that he's a loser and that he's getting clowned on stream. You know what I'm saying? I'd be embarrassed. You know? His mom is probably yucking and chucking away inside the second room. You know what I'm saying? Cletus, did you see what our son did? I'm a proud mama papa. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know in his trailer park that's what he's doing. So with this crusty McDonald's borrowed connection, you know? So it's all good. It is all good. But I feel you. I see what you're saying. Noodle arm, 2% milk drinker. Yeah, noodle arm, 2% milk drinker. Pretty much. Probably can't even afford milk. Dude's got to get the powdered milk, the powdered one. Mix it with tap water from the sink and drink it. You'll be eating malto meal. malto meal cereal in his bedroom with his Jack in the Box toys. You walked in at a bad time. You walked in at a fantastic time. Says, well, what's wrong with 2% milk? Outside of the fact that it's extremely unhealthy for you, nothing. Let's see. To be fair, they may be a kid who will grow out of this. Okay, well, we're going to teach them a lesson. Then you need to be taught a lesson. Because back when I said something really stupid, you know what happened? I got taught a lesson. So he's going to learn today, Zoob. He's gonna learn today. And we're gonna teach him a lesson then. Let's see. I love when people in the chat come at mods because they thought name was racist, but the mods will tell them that the username was actually okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. What did I think Angel said something like that, right? Yeah. That's another problem that we have, you know. If some people aren't offended by certain things, they'll let people slide with stupid names, which is, it's once again, it's part of the problem, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? At least everybody I mean, I talked about this before, maybe I'll make another video on it, but like the reason why I made my channel was because I was like, man, there's a lot of racism out there. Like, this was more than 10 years ago. I was thinking about this in my dorm room. I was like, man, well, not my really, I was in an apartment, but it was like student living, but whatever. I was like, man, there's a lot of racist people out there, man. Like, when it comes to gaming, like, I wonder if there's ever be like a place where I can go where like we can control it. Because back then you couldn't control anything, you know. It was always like the moderators that worked for the site, and they were so slow. Like, oh my god, they were so slow to moderate anything like on the Resident Evil forums and stuff like that, or on the game. Like, it was just horrible. So I was like, man, this was before Discord, before YouTube streaming, before like Twitch got big, before so much stuff, right? There was no way to control it. It was just untamed racism, you know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't do anything. Now we got tools, we got moderation and everything, so it's much better now. But back then, I always figured, I was like, man, maybe one of these days there'll be a way to do it, you know. And we were able to do it. I mean, we look at what we got here, we're able to do it. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the progress that we've made, you know. So yeah, man. So it is what it is. All right, so let's hear everything we love about you. You know, thank you so much, Fact Skill Opinions. Should we talk about the next topic here, though, guys? Super Mario 3D World. You guys want to discuss that? Speaking of something that's not racist, Super Mario 3D World. You know what else is a good source of calcium? Taking a calcium pill without all the extra excess fat, saturated fats, and calories that milk gives you. That 2% milk gives you. You can get calcium in a whole bunch of other ways that are 10 times more healthy than drinking 2% milk. You can get fortified calciums inside like almond milk or other stuff like that too. I mean, there's way better ways to get calcium, you know, than 2% milk. That's not a good excuse, you know, to drink it. It's like, oh, calcium. There's other ways to get. Stop being a baby. You're not a little sucking on a boob. Like, you don't need milk from like, you don't need milk like that. You're not a baby. You can take a freaking pill and get your calcium, you know. Like, you're not a baby anymore. Let's see here. Here's the rundown of information when it comes to Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. GamesBeat says it took 3 hours to beat Bowser's Fury. And he says it took another 3 hours to unlock all 100 cat shines. Bowser's Fury takes place in one giant open world. Within the large seamless world exists smaller subsections, which are like the individual stages. They all exist in the same open space though. Many of them are as islands in a big lake. Each one of these areas has a handful of unlockable cat shines. You can earn each of them by completing an objective. For example, complete a linear obstacle course. Some are more hidden and some require you to collect multiple items to unlock them, similar to red coin challenges from Super Mario 64, and some only become accessible if Fury Bowser blasts a wall open with his fire breath. So, pretty good there. You'll find even more cat shines hidden in watery areas. You can't hurt Fury. Is it Furry? Not Fury. Fury. Furry Bowser, unless you've collected enough cat shines to turn into a giant Cat Mario. Giga Cat Mario. Otherwise, you'll have to dodge the attacks until the... I already told you guys that it was only going to be a few hours long. If you watched my video, Super Gamer, but you didn't. I said it was going to be a few hours long a while ago. And then it's about 6 hours to get, like, complete 100% everything. Otherwise, you'll have to dodge his attacks and get collect a cat shine, or he tries himself out. Some cat shines are only accessible while Fury Bowser is out. You can use the Switch touchscreen if you're playing on Switch touchscreen, or if you're playing on the TV controller gyro to controls to point and click Bowser Jr. toward power-ups. You can unlock them with the magical brush. This works similar to Pointer to Super Mario Galaxy from Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Gabe says this is the greatest, or this is the largest open space that Mario has ever had to run around in. To utilize an amiibo, just like 3D World, you need to hold left on the D-pad, blah, blah, blah. Bowser, amiibo, wake Fury Bowser from his slumber. Using the Bowser amiibo, NFC point will immediately wake Fury Bowser from his slumber. So if you need to get something, you can use that amiibo and it'll wake him up. All Bowser amiibo have the same functionality, so various different ones. Bowser Jr. amiibo lets you unleash an explosion of sorts. Can't spam it as a cooldown. Other amiibo support random power-ups. So there you go. It's out February 12th. Let's see here. So all those people wanting Bowser's Fury to be a separate own game similar to Torna. Yeah, it wouldn't have been, obviously, it wouldn't have been worth the value there. And I think that's the reason why. Like, when they said that it was, the fact that it wasn't separate was the reason why. It was because it's not very long. So they just put it in the game with I mean, Nintendo was going to charge $60 for Super Mario 3D World regardless, you know, like just like they do all their ports, whether it gets new content or not, they were going to charge it either way. So the fact that they just put it in with this one here was obviously the better course of action, because I don't think Nintendo would have never made a separate 3-hour download for it. I mean, they could have, but they probably weren't going to do that. They're going to try to find some way to enhance the Super Mario 3D World experience for lots of people out there that haven't bought it. So once again, renting's still an option. If it's too short for you, you can always rent the game. If you don't care about playing, you know, all the new improvements to the regular base game, you can always rent it. You can rent it, play it for 3 hours or 6 hours or however long it takes you to get everything, and return it. So there's always that option too. There's no need to be not hyped or not excited for the game because it's not as long as you wanted it to be. Okay, and then now you don't have to buy it. You can just rent it, you know? So to all those people, okay, I already read that. I thought it would end up being 1 hour level, but it's nice to hear it takes a good few hours long. I knew that it wasn't gonna be 1 hour. 1 hour is like too short. So I knew it was, I thought it was gonna be like at least a few. That's what I thought. I said 2 to 3 hours. That's what I said I thought it was gonna be. Knowing me though and how I play games, that means it's probably gonna be more like 7 to 8 hours for me. Because everyone said, oh yeah, Torna's like 20 hours. Well, I spent 50 hours on Torna in my first playthrough. So, I mean, everyone always says certain things in terms of, like, how much you go through. But depending on, like, how you play your games, it might be a lot longer than that. So, for me, it's probably going to be, like, you know, somewhere between... I'd probably say, like, 7 to 8 hours. I think it's probably like that for me, you know? What's up, DJ King? What's up, Master Dragon? So I keep forgetting about actually renting. Yeah, you can rent if you feel that it's not short enough, or if you feel that it's not long enough, or you don't feel like playing the game, or if you've already played the game, or whatever the case is, you can just rent it. You can rent it, enjoy the game, and then give it back. You still got your enjoyment out of the game. You rented it. You didn't spend the $60 on it, and you get your enjoyment out of it. So no need to not be hyped. If you were just excited for the game, be excited for it. Munchie says 3 hours sounds like a decent deal. Another three for 100% sounds great. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Like 6 hours total to get everything. Which, I mean, for that type of thing, like, you're probably gonna want to get everything since it's short anyway. Like 3 hours, it's not super long. So you're probably gonna want to get everything anyway. So I mean, 6 hours is fine. You know, that's good. I don't think it's a bad length for like a small expansion. Where can you rent games from nowadays besides GameFly? Some places have like red boxes, but I think they're done with that. There's also some people still have mom and pop shops where you can rent games, but GameFly is pretty much the biggest place to rent games, and GameFly is, you know, it's all over the U.S. But I don't know about international. There's different places where you can rent games, or what you can do in some places. I know that, like, well, no, there's not gonna be any used copies. So, but yeah, you can always like buy the game and then like play it and then like return it. There's like a return policy like GameStop. So that's almost like a rental type of phase, but that's only for used games, I think. Yeah, you know what? Libraries that do rentals, you know what? I don't know if I haven't been to a library in a very long time, so I don't know about that. But yeah, some probably do. But GameFly is probably your best bet. These review sites are always in a hurry to finish game. You are right. It'll probably be closer to 7 to 10 hours for the average person. Yeah, they're always in a hurry because when they said Torna was 20 hours, I was like, okay, how the hell did you beat? Okay, because like Malos is like at a certain level, and I know these guys aren't super good. So like 20 hours for Torna just seems extremely low, you know? It just seems very like you didn't do anything. Like, you did absolutely nothing in the game. Like, you just went through it straight and you barely did anything. And, like, yeah, I don't know, like, maybe you just were healing the whole time. I'm not really sure how they beat Malos because of his level, but whatever, you know? Did the preview say anything about online? No, they didn't. They didn't say anything about online at all. Because I don't know if the servers are online right now for them to play, or like Nintendo's like matchmaking. I don't know if it's online right now. So I don't know if they even got a chance to do that. So I haven't played it on the Wii U, so I give it a shot despite the 3-hour Bowser's Fury. Wait a minute, Super Gamer, you haven't even played the game at all and you're complaining about Bowser's Fury? Okay, all right. We had that weirdo that just was in that TikTok memes went over to my Twitch page and decided to do something stupid as well. That's okay, man. Once again, it doesn't change the fact that you're a loser. Burgundy sauce. There's nothing that you can do. You are a loser. You waste your time. And now now he's made multiple accounts. Get the band hammers ready. Let's go, boys. Yo, Fire Nation over there on Twitch. Get the band hammers ready. We got a bunch of bums. We got a bunch of bums on Twitch. Y'all gonna be banned. Line them up. Let's go. Light them up. You guys are losers. You guys' life is lame and you know it. You guys sit there in your parents' house, broke, ugly. Some of y'all stinky. You know what I'm saying? No women, no men if you're into that way, no nothing. Barely got any video games. Sitting there playing Fortnite, only playing free-to-play games all day. Out here excited because Microsoft is removing the free-to-play barrier because you can't get games. You're a loser. You're losers, both of you guys. And any other soccer accounts that want to roll through, y'all losers too. We're going to teach you guys a lesson today. We'll teach y'all a lesson today. You guys don't offend me, and you never will. You know why? Because I'm doing okay. I'm successful. You're a loser, and you always will be. Mr. Burgundy Sauce. Look at you. Your name is Burgundy Sauce. Stop waffing. Look at these loser names, dude. Oh my gosh. Yo, thanks to the mods, man. I appreciate that. Thanks to the mods. Appreciate y'all. No, it's just the same guy that was over on my on my YouTube page. It's the same guy. So yeah. It's the same guy. But anyway, it says, yeah, Nintendo World Report put out a video showing online gameplay for 3D World. Seems pretty solid. Oh, they did? I didn't see that. In the preview that I just read right now, I didn't see that they showed the online play. Okay, seems pretty solid. But then again, you don't know how far away they are from each other. You know, like you gotta, like, how far away are they? You know? Yeah, and Karen, nobody said Torna took 60 hours to beat. Like, many of the previews did not say 60 hours. Even though, yeah, it took me about 50-something to 60 hours to beat Torna myself. But I don't know. Super Gamer, like, how you sitting there said your hype is down for the... You haven't even played the game, bruh. You haven't even played the base game. What is your hype down for when you haven't even played it? It's one of the best 3D Mario games. You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing game. You get an extra bonus You should be like, yo, heck yeah, man, I get this extra bonus of this, you know, like that's a good thing. What are you complaining for? So yeah. That doesn't matter. The fact that they removed Astral Chain or Platinum from the copyright logo, it's irrelevant. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that, oh, they've lost their stake in it or anything. No, it doesn't mean anything, dude. I don't know why so many people were like trying to make that as a story. It doesn't mean anything. It's irrelevant. So yeah, if you're on the internet, yeah. He says, hey, I'm also broke, ugly, and live with my parents' house. Am I a loser? Only if you're a troll on the internet, yeah. Only if you're a troll on the internet, yup. If you're just chilling cool and maybe this is what you got to do or this is what you're going through, then okay, you'll turn it around. But losers won't turn things around. There's a difference between somebody who's all that and then sits there and then likes to perpetuate his misery on other people than other people that are in that situation but try to find ways out. You know, there's a difference between them. He says, I'm not complaining. Yeah, bro, you said that your hype is shot because it's only this amount of time. So that made it almost implied that, oh, well, I've already played the game, so all I'm getting is 3 hours out of this. But why is your hype down for it only being 3 hours when you've got potentially, you know, 30, 40, however many hours in 3D World or however long it takes you to beat it plus all the content. I mean, it might take you, 50, 60 hours to beat the game. I don't know. It varies based on like what you do if you like do all the extra stuff that there is in the game. So what are you worried about the amount of time that it takes for the content in there when you haven't even beat the base content in the game that gives you all the hours? What does it matter? You haven't even played the game at all. So there's no need to worry about time frame. You know? Hey, what's up, Mr. P.O.? What's good, bruh? Welcome to the stream. I didn't see you in here. Welcome. Yo, hey, Mr. P.O., real quick. Did Fidel really block you? Did Fidel really block you on Twitter, or is he just joking? Party Man with the 5 says, "What's up? I just wanted to show my support. Also, I saw some shade towards me in the chat regarding racist usernames discussion, and the user knows who they are. I don't appreciate that, by the way. You know who you are. You need to ignore my response." Yo, okay. Party Man, thank you for the 5. Yes, he did. Oh my God, he did. Why'd you come at his mom like that, though, bro? Why'd you come at Mama Fidel like that? It seemed a little bit like, oh, he'll be mad for a few days. Fidel always blocks you. Okay, it's all good. Oh, okay. But man, this man came after Mama Fidel I don't care how big you are. Mama Fidel gonna kick your butt, Mr. P.O. She'll kick your butt. She doesn't look like she takes any nonsense from you. I don't think she cares about how big you are. Okay? Imagine if you ever meet Fidel and his mom's there. What are you gonna do? Oh, Mama Fidel, this is what I said about you? Is that what you're gonna do? You know, what if she saw that, bruh? Mace Menos with the $2 says, "Oos! Oos! It's only oos if you do Streamlabs." But thank you. We talk like that all the time. Still, what if Mama Fidel sees that? Then what? Okay, Mr. Pio, what are you gonna do if Mama Fidel sees your comment that you just wrote? Is that what you want to do to Mama Fidel? Yo, Fairy Tiger with that Joe, let's go. And he says, a big head from the Viking Nation. Why don't we play something Mario? All right, man, I got you. Mario. You want to talk, you roast a mom so much, but we have this emote. Listen. I don't roast anybody's mom that I know will come back and bite me in the butt. You know what I'm saying? I just roast random moms. Random moms. You know, the quality of moms that would be on Tinder 24/7. I roast those moms. Okay? I don't roast anybody's mom to hear that's like, I would never disrespect anybody's mama, you know, that I could potentially maybe meet one of these days or something like that. That's something that I don't go that far, okay? All right, I've never done that, okay? Although, wait, or have I? Wait, that's Blooming Villain. That's not Mario. I might have, but I don't do it very often. You know, there's a clear difference. Shout out to Fairy Tiger though, with the $20 donation. There's a clear difference in terms of the mama roasting that's going on here. Okay, there is a difference in my humble opinion. Okay, all right, I think we've gotten that out of the way. No, I'm just messing with you, Mr. Pio. I think he'll unblock you. He'll unblock you in a bit. So I just found it hilarious. I just found it hilarious that he actually blocked you. You know. That's funny. Good to see you here though, man. Shout out to the Viking Nation, Mr. Pio. If you don't know, that's you live there too. My boy Fairy Tiger. He's a fellow Swede as well. All right. There's definitely something going on with Astral Chain IP, most likely a sequel. Yeah, I mean, it could be that, but like people were trying to say, oh, Nintendo doesn't like. I saw the dumbest comment the other day. No hate towards Alex, my boy, if you're watching. No hate towards you, man. But like, you know, he put up a comment saying, oh well, like I hope this isn't true because I want Astral Chain to be on different systems, so Nintendo now owns the IP completely. There was never going to be anything. It doesn't matter if it's 50-50. I don't know why people were hoping or praying because they think, oh, it's not the frame rate, it's not good enough, or whatever the case is. You just got to wait. You just got to wait, and whenever Nintendo makes their next system or whatever, there might be like backwards compatibility. You played at better frame rate there, or whatever the case is. But if people were actually hoping that, oh, Platinum Games owns 50%, then Nintendo's going to just sell the rest of it, or something else would happen to where it's just going to go to somewhere else. That's not going to happen. It's a successful franchise. It's successful. Comparing the Wonderful 101 situation, which is, by the way, it took them 7 years to bring it to another system, and only because Nintendo asked them to do it with them. They said, no, well, this franchise isn't very big. We want to get it out to more hands. Nintendo saw the sales of the original Wonderful 101. They knew that the game wasn't going to be a big seller. Wonderful 101 didn't sell 1 million copies. You know, it didn't sell over 1 million like quickly like Astral Chain did. Nintendo didn't care about that as much. Obviously, it was an issue because Nintendo did fund and it is their IP, you know. But Nintendo they're not going to care about that. But with Astral Chain, there's obviously a lot of value there. Yo, and shout outs to Bryson Warden with the 2 months of TuneIn membership. Thank you so much. There's a lot of value there for that IP and for what they're going to do. Platinum Games loves working with Nintendo on those type of things. And eventually Nintendo will have a Switch Pro or a next generation Switch or whatever the case is. And it'll probably up the frame rate on there. You can play it on there. Like hoping for ownership to be not on Nintendo's part because you don't want to play it on Switch or something like that. That's the dumbest thing. It would have never even been made in the first place if it wasn't for Nintendo. Nintendo literally helped them make the game. They literally helped. They gave them the ideas. The game was going to be a magic user game. Like it was going to be a game like where you're like a sorcerer or something like that, or like you're like a person and like you're shooting magic at people and stuff like that. Nintendo said, why don't you do this instead? And Nintendo actually pushed them into the area of where they got the game in terms of using the legions and stuff like that. It was a collaboration between them in terms of the type of game that they were going to make. So it's their own creation. It's not Platinum Games' creation by themselves. Nintendo helped them with it. To me, that'd be like if it was Microsoft or Sony and they made a new IP with somebody else and they both own 50%. And then people saying, oh, well, I hate Microsoft systems. I don't like this and that. I want it on here, so I hope Microsoft loses ownership. Bullshit, dude. Like, they're the ones who made the game. Excuse my French, but they're the ones who made the game with them. That's their IP. You can't be hoping and wishing it was for somebody else. No, that's theirs. They own the IP. The game wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for them in the first place. So I find people that are sitting there and getting worried, like, oh, no, there's not going to be like Wonderful 101. It's like, it would have never been made in the first place if it wasn't for Nintendo. What is the whining for in the first place? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you don't like the hardware, I get that. If you don't like I get that. But just wait. If you waited 7 years and it feels okay for Wonderful 101, you know, to wait that long to get it in a frame rate that you want, okay, then you can wait 7 years again then for Astral Chain, or you can wait 7 years for something else then. Because eventually there'll be a new system. Eventually there'll probably be backwards compatibility. Eventually it'll up it to 60 frames per second or better frame rate, or what, eventually at some point, right? Just like there's been, you know, games that have came out, they put it on the Switch and it's better frame rate or whatever too, right? Games that they've brought over, you know, and like One Piece, they did that with that One Piece Infinite World Red or whatever. Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U, you know, they brought that to Switch. That went up to 60 frames for a second, you know. So yeah. I mean, obviously, Astral Chain would be beneficial for 60 frames per second. I think that would make Astral Chain a better game. Like, don't get me wrong, the game is still amazing, but I think it would be better if it was at a higher frame rate and stuff like that. That would be great. I would love that, you know. But the fact, like, wishing ownership to be not on Nintendo so Platinum can do whatever they want with it. It's like they would have never got the funding to make the game in the first place. You know, they would have never got like this game would have never existed without the company in the first place. So I don't understand like that. Like, just you got to work through it just like anybody else works through it with certain things, you know. Or I mean, it would be like saying, oh well, I wish, you know, what was it? A game that was on PlayStation 4 base was on Xbox One X because it had way better graphics capabilities with real 4K and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Or like stronger. So I wish Sony didn't own this game. I wish it was on Microsoft system because they have the stronger system and whatever. It's like, no, it's their IP. They can do with it what they want. Like, just relax, you know? But that's what people were saying there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what people were trying to imply with it. Sebastian Grill with the $5. Thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate that, man. We're going to see a lot of that once Bayonetta 3 gets released. Yeah, I think we are going to see a lot of that once Bayonetta 3 gets released. We did see a lot of that when Bayonetta 2 was released, right? And the same thing with Bayonetta 2, we had to wait. That game, it hit 60 sometimes, but it really wasn't 60 consistently at all. So then we had to wait. It came out 2014. The game came out 2018 on the Switch. They hit 60 on that. So frame rate complaining or whatever the case is, eventually, whenever the next system comes out or whatever the case is, they'll up it or whatever, you know. But hoping for a quick resolution in like some short amount of time that Astral Chain all of a sudden is going to go multi-platform, you know, just because, or now this is a bad thing. That's what some people are trying. It's a bad thing now. That's BS. I just think that's nonsense. I don't hold any company to that when it comes to Microsoft. So like, I don't want to see stuff that Sony helped fund, publish, put together, and if it wasn't for Sony or if it wasn't for Microsoft, whatever first party IP, Perfect Dark, Ratchet and Clank, whatever the case is, right? Like any of these other games, like that company deserves that game. Like that's business. They deserve it. They're the ones who funded it. It's not cheap to make a game like Astral Chain. It's not cheap to make Perfect Dark. It's not cheap to make Ratchet and Clank. Why should these, if they don't want it to go somewhere else, why should they lose ownership of it? Or why should it be to where it's transferred, or why should it be to where, like, that doesn't make sense to me. That's stupid, in my opinion. You know, I don't think that's fair to the copyright holder at all. You know, and I think it's definitely hypocrisy. You know, because everything wasn't like that all the time. You know, everything wasn't always 60 frames per second on every single game, every single system, every single thing. So I mean, it's the same thing like when people say like the whole PC thing. You know, like when games were coming out 30 frames per second on consoles, then like 60 frames per second on PC. It's like, oh, well, it should never be on that console. It should only be on PC. It's like, no, they'll put on what they want to. If they want to put on something else, then they'll do that. But until then, it is what it is. You know, like hoping and wishing for ownership, like transfer of ownership, is just like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's EA out there, you know, buying licenses, right? Which is BS. And then making horrible games in the like making bad games. Like Madden, last year's Madden was bad. It's not like that where they're monopolying on the freaking license to make a game, you know. Do you really think Nintendo will have backwards compatibility in the next console? Seems like they just want us to buy the games again. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Why Z250 Moto? Has Nintendo done backwards compatibility before? All right, I think that'll answer your question. Has Nintendo done backwards compatibility before? Does Nintendo usually do backwards compatibility? Yes, they usually do. Why do they not do it this time? Because they completely changed formats. They went from Blu-ray style discs to cartridges. They went from the architecture, PowerPC, what they're doing with the Wii U, to NVIDIA Tegra mobile architecture. You can't do backwards compatibility that way. That doesn't work. You know? Does not work. But let's go through the history, right? So we have the Wii to the GameCube, backwards compatible, right? We have the Wii U to the Wii, backwards compatible, right? We have like the Game Boy Color, or we have the Nintendo DS to Game Boy Advance, right? We have the Nintendo 3DS to DS, right? Right. So there you go. They've been doing backwards compatibility. Companies will always do backwards compatibility if it's feasible for them. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. They will all want to do it at least with the previous gen before it. You know, Microsoft went a little bit above and beyond, but Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they will all do at least the previous gen. They want to do that. So I don't see why you would think that they wouldn't. Let's see, the only reason Wii U ports exist is because the two totally different formats for the system's use. I feel like backwards compatibility is inevitable with the next system. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the only reason why. If the Switch was a... And if you remember, if you watch my video on remember what the Switch was going to be? A lot of you guys didn't watch that video. But the Switch was going to be a Super 3DS with backwards compatibility with 3DS games. Did you guys know that? I know some of you guys didn't watch my video, but there was a video. People made videos on it. John did. I did. I think RGT did. Everybody made videos on it. The Switch was going to be a 3DS successor with backwards compatibility. But they ended up changing. Like, the Tegra X1 came out. They completely changed the forecast of what they wanted to do. They positioned it more as a successor of more of home console power, for the Wii U, than a 3DS successor. But it was going to be a much weaker system with weaker specs, with stuff that 3DS does, Street Pass and all that type of stuff, right? And they were going to position it that way, and they're going to position it was going to be a 480p bottom screen system with a projection that you can play to TVs or something like that. Okay? That's what it was going to be. It was going to be that with backwards compatibility with the 3DS. So they were always looking to do. They're always looking to do backwards compatibility. You know. There's no way they can do digital purchases. Not if you don't have the infrastructure built together. If you have the infrastructure built together to do it, then they could. But if the architecture isn't there when it comes to it, how are you going to be able to do digital purchases if the architecture is not the same? How are you going to be able to do that? And the infrastructure isn't completely built with those games already put on that system. It's not that easy. It's not cloud. Okay? If it was cloud gaming, then yeah, you can bring over your cloud purchases very easily. But if you're talking about digital still needs to run on the system. Digital doesn't mean it doesn't use the hardware. Digital still runs on the system. It's still coded for the system. So, I mean, YZ, do you understand how games work? You still need to develop for that system. And if the architecture isn't compatible, if it's not the same, you're not just going to be able to just move over digital games over to the next system. It's not the same. So you have to have that same architecture. It's the same reason why PS3 and PS4 doesn't have that. It's the same reason why Microsoft went back and did software emulation, where they might, from a software standpoint, where they emulate the disc. It doesn't run it natively. It's software emulation for it to be on there, okay? So, and that takes time. It takes resources. They had to add games as they went along for the past however many years. It's not something that just carries over when it's a new system. PS3, you could play PS2, PS1. Yeah, physical games, but they all had the emotion chip and they had the chips built into the hardware. Okay? It was built into the hardware, Skip It, like you're saying. It was built into the hardware, so therefore you could play backwards compatibility. In order to get backwards compatible games on there, the architecture needs to be there. It needs to be able to support that. If PS2 did digital games, then you'd be able to get those PS2 games on there, you know? But there's a reason why there's digital purchases that you have that are PS2 or other purchases that you can't necessarily bring right over. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they didn't go with that concept. Me too. Well, PS3 fat model PS3. So the original PS3 models could do that. The 80 gig, yeah, no, the 60 gig. Was it 60 gig? The 60 gig, the 20 gig, and I think the 80 gig can. I'm not sure if the 80 gig can. But I know, I think I had, was it an 80 and a 20 gig? That started out, or was it a 60 and a 20 gig? I know I have a fat model. I think it's the fat model beginning ones can do it. Then they took it out. You know, then they removed it because they wanted to lower the price of the PlayStation 3. You know? Hey, take it easy, Frank. Thanks for coming out to the stream. If I knew how games were made, I wouldn't have asked. Sorry for the question. YZ, it's not about knowing how games were made. It's about, I don't know. I mean, I understand, but like you can ask the question, but I'm trying to answer it for you. I'm answering the question for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take it personal. But like what you asked, it seemed very how do I put this? It seemed like you don't know like about like you don't know about like backward like architecture at all, like, you know what I'm saying, like format change, you know what I'm saying, like since you're completely changing the format, it's going to be hard to bring those games over, like, you know what I'm saying, like PS3, PS4, there's no backwards compatible PS3 stuff, even digital, right? PS3 had a large digital library, and what did they have to do? They had to make PS Now, where you can do it that way, right? But it's not like where you can take a disc and just put it in there or just download all these games normally, you know? They had to sit there and emulate it. It wasn't something that was just automatic. Like, oh, okay, your PS3, there's all your PS3 purchases on PS4. Simple, right? It wasn't, that's just not how it works. So I thought maybe you would have known that, considering that this has happened time and time and time. I mean, even with Microsoft, right? It was software emulation, so we had to wait. We didn't just get everything from the Xbox 360 on Xbox One. We didn't just get everything from the original Xbox, even if it was digital purchase. We didn't just get everything. So I mean, this is something that's happened multiple times over and over and over and over and over and over and over in the history of gaming, you know? And, you know, so I just thought maybe that you would know, that's all. But I have no problem answering the question for you. Digital is the same as physical. Yeah, it still needs to run on the system. Digital purchases doesn't mean that it doesn't run on the system. Now, if it's cloud, then yeah, cloud would be easy to bring over. Cloud would be very easy to bring over because it does not actually need to run on the system, you know? So that's different. So like if you buy a cloud game, right, on a platform and it doesn't bring it over to the next system, like that's BS. Like cloud games should always run on the next system, you know? Let's see, PS Now in this chat doesn't even have a bunch of PS, but does it have PS3 games though? PS Now? So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it takes time and effort. They actually have to put time, effort, and money into software emulation to put the games on there. It's not just, oh, well, it's digital, so therefore it's on the system. So I was just trying to explain it to Mr. YZ250, you know? 20 and a 60. Okay, gotcha. Physical, we have the box. That's the game still needs to be downloaded to the console. Well, at least with PlayStation and Xbox, yeah. Nintendo has the last real physical games. You know? Last physical games, but it is what it is. What year will next gen Nintendo console come? 2024? I'm thinking 2023. 2023 or 2024, yeah. So, yeah. All right, I think we should maybe move on to the next topic, though, right, guys? Monster Hunter Switch announced for every single area, every single territory, everywhere, but the US, of course. Nintendo. And I don't think they're going to announce it for the... If they're going to announce it for the US, man... But, gosh, man. Like... of course. Every single area but Nintendo announced so far. Or every single area but the US. Sorry. Every single area but the US. I mean, would I have bought this? Probably not. Maybe. Maybe not. But I know there's a lot of people that probably would have are going to buy this system. So, it's announced for Europe, Australia, Japan. I mean, good luck trying to get one, but I mean, like, there's a Pro controller, you know? They're not going to give us any stupid stickers. They're not going to give us any stupid stickers. That's still too much for them. Look at that. Dude, look at that. That's nice, man. That's nice. They gotta at least give us this, right? Like, I'll take the Monster Hunter Pro controller. Like, I'll take, like, because like Monster Hunter type of game, like you can play like lying down in bed, maybe like to have the Joy-Cons, but I mean, you know, like playing attached to like Switch Pro controller or something. I mean, come on. What's up, Jakin? Jakin, I got your message, man. It's all good. Here's the dock. The dock looks good too. Everyone but North America. We need Nintendo be fair, fair campaign like the Square fair campaign that we got the final mixed versions of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I don't care about Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but Nintendo of America just needs to bring this out here. I don't know why they would not bring this out here. Oh my gosh, it's so windy outside. I keep on hearing like the rafters and stuff like that above me. Thank you for the $2, Mr. Sebastian Guerrero. We need a Nintendo. Oh, I already read that. I really want the Mario Switch, the new model Switch, right? I believe you said so. Better battery life. Yeah, Nintendo stopped making the old one, guys. Any new Switch that comes out that has the better battery life, Nintendo stopped making the old ones. They're not in existence anymore. It's very difficult to find a old battery Switch. You know. Sebastian with 2 different donations today, a 5 and a 2. So thank you so much, Mr. Sebastian Guerrero. Okay, that's the dock. I think I already, yeah, Monster Hunter. It has, that's nice, man. It's nice. It's a good looking Switch. But why wouldn't they just announce it today? I mean, you're right, Nintendo could do something silly like that, but why wouldn't they just announce it today? You know? Like, they should have just announced it today. But that's fine. I mean, maybe it comes tomorrow, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. You know? But I think that people are going to import. I mean, the fact that it's coming to Europe definitely makes things better, because importing from Europe is not too hard. Like a lot of times, like if you use like a port forwarding address, you can import from like Amazon UK very easily, and they'll ship it to your house, you know, here in the US. So if you have a port forwarding address, you can definitely do that. And it makes it easier just to be able to buy it from different places, you know, because it's just going to be more available than if it's just in Japan. So, Monster Hunter Rise. Could it be an issue with allocating stock for Americans, just Nintendo being themselves? Yeah, that's obviously part of the issue, would be stock allocation. This would do extremely well. So let's say Nintendo brings it out here in the US. They'd have to have a lot of them, or you're just going to have... You're not going to have enough of them. People are just going to be like, man, I can never find one, you know? So it could be a little bit of stock allocation, but I guess some is better than none. But at the same time, I say that, but if this came out here and there was barely any stock of it, you know, people would get upset. So I think that's the biggest problem, is that they're not trying to gauge, like Europe, Japan, other places, like you can gauge stock, you can gauge stock way easier. US, it's completely different because the US is just like the largest market, you know, in the world. So I mean, that's the problem. That's the biggest problem with it. But still, I still think that it should come out here. Yeah, it'd be scalped to hell with low stock. I mean, but some is better than none, you know. So I think it's really more of just like a stock allocation type of thing, like how many people would actually be able to get it. Scalpers would just get their hands on it. It would just be, you know, but like Nintendo can't worry about that type of stuff. But these are really nice Joy-Cons, really nice, you know, system. It's really nice. But we'll see if it actually does come. Maybe Nintendo has a bigger announcement for it. So maybe they have a bigger announcement for it. But even before scalpers were like a super big thing, it's not like there wasn't this type of stuff anyway, you know? But we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. All right. I never understood why somebody would buy every special edition of a console he already owns just to have it. Yeah, it's like collector. or there's some people that really like the franchise, so like they really want it. It's really just playing upon, you know, the people that just really want the system or whatever, you know. Shout outs to everybody watching. I think we've started increasing in the viewership. Yeah, we're at 180 plus. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you do like this content that I'm this stream, and we can keep things rolling here. We're gonna go ahead and get into random Q&A. So if you guys have questions, I think I've got answers for you guys. So you guys can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, just PlayerEssence by itself. I'll be more than happy to answer you guys' lovely questions, okay? More than happy to answer you guys' lovely questions. I keep on waiting because I have notifications from Nintendo on Twitter. I have notifications and I keep on looking and there's a new notification from Nintendo. And it doesn't say like, and I'm waiting for the Monster Hunter announcement. I'm thinking maybe just like the intern fell asleep. So I don't know, man. I don't know. When it comes to Monster Hunter, how did you get into it? I think you said you were not the biggest fan. Well, I'm trying to get into it. I'm doing a whole series, so I'm not really into Monster Hunter right now. I'm going to try to get into it. Check out my series tonight. It debuts tonight. My first episode of my Monster Hunter Rise series, and just Monster Hunter in general. Like, I'm down to play Monster Hunter World too. I'm also down to play that game as well. So I'm just trying. Everyone talks about how good the games are, man, and I'm just trying. So with the help of the community, I'm gonna see if I can get into the games. When it comes, let's see here. I managed to pre-order Monster Hunter Rise, first game I ever pre-ordered. I can't wait to play it. Okay, Elias. Hopefully, it didn't put too much of a dent in your book, man, because I know you said that you always have a little bit of trouble. My plan was always to import it, so if they release it here, it's just a plus. Yeah. Well, I mean, now you have more options to import too, Aaron. Like, you don't have to worry about it just being in Japan, because if it's just Japan, then it's always harder than if it's every other region but the US, you know? World is by far the easiest to get into. You should start there and see if you like it. Well, I've already started with Rise. So, I'm starting to do Rise because Rise is the new game, you know? So, I'm going to start with Rise and then we'll go from there, you know? Well, I already started. I played the first episode. I played through some of the demo, some of the beginner stuff. So, we're going to go through it one by one. I'm going to, like I said, it's an ongoing series of videos that I'll be doing. I'm going to try really hard. The minimum is like, the minimum is 50 hours. I will put a minimum of 50 hours of Monster Hunter. That will be the minimum. If I don't like it after 50 hours, then I'm done. But I will make content. I'll have at least 50 hours of Monster Hunter content on the channel. Bet, like, factual. This is what I'm doing. I'm committing that much. Shinru with the $5 and says, what would like for a special edition console? Okay, what would I like for a special edition console? I would love an Ori edition, to be honest, or maybe a Dragon Quest themed. There's already a Dragon Quest one when it comes to Switch. Also, did you get lunch with the daughter last weekend? No, I wasn't able to see her last weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see her. But maybe this weekend I'll be able to get lunch with her. So yeah. In terms of special edition, I would like to see Legend of Zelda would be cool. Legend of Zelda would be cool. So yeah. But good morning. Morning. I gave up on trying to get into Monster Hunter the moment I played God Eater 3 on Switch. Yeah, God Eater is much more faster paced. Try not to think about it. Try not to think about it. Okay, I try not to think of. Okay, so you try not to think about it, and it's worth it. Yeah, it's definitely worth it because you're gonna put like hundreds of hours into the game. So, you know, so yeah, absolutely. I gotta turn on notifications for this Soul Links guy, man, because I missed out on some Jordans today, guys. How do I turn on notifications? Okay, yeah, turn on notifications because there was some blue and black Jordans that went live at 8 o'clock or at for $90. Jordan 1s, Air Jordan 1s lows for $90. Blue and powder blue and dark blue, or powder blue and black. I don't know. I just wanted them. And freaking, they were sold out in 8 minutes, man. Like, you guys think finding an Xbox or PlayStation's hard? Dude, try to get some freaking Jordan. Like, this is the worst, man. This isn't a system with a bunch of, this is some freaking shoes. Not even a system with a bunch of components in there that are expensive. Shoes are like so cheap to make. They're not expensive. They're not expensive. The markups on shoes are insane. People think it's hard getting a PlayStation. Try getting some freaking, dude, we're not even talking about like special edition shoes. Like, oh, this is a collaboration with like, I don't know, like football or what NFL. It's like just like some regular black and red Jordans, some like regular Jordans, dude. Like, you can't even find like just like regular shoes. Not even anything special, just like regular different colors. You know, because they have like special Jordans, right? Like they did like a Dior, not Dior Wilson here, but like the Dior brand. Like there's like a Dior brand collaboration. There's like wasn't there like a Microsoft and like Jordan collaboration or something like that? But like they have like special ones that are obviously super priced, super high. You know, but like just like regular shoes, man. It's ridiculous. But there's been hella bundles though that people have been able to get today. You know? There's been bundles that lasted a little bit more than a minute. But Jordan's shoes are even worse. I swear Jordans are even worse. But the difference with PlayStation, it's like, okay, with the PS5, there's like, I can understand that a little bit because it's like manufacturing. Like PS5s they're massive. They've got to be shipped on a freaking boat. They're huge boxes. We're talking about cloth and material to make shoes. Guys, these shoes cost like, a pair of Jordans are like what, like $20 to make or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't compare it to a video game system. To me, it's like artificial what they do with this. It's like super artificial because you can't sit here and tell me that you can't make more pairs of some black and red Jordans for people to buy. Like, they're always sold out. Every single color is sold out in Jordan 1s. Like, to me, it's artificial. And like, you have to wait forever for new drops. Like, Nike's like a multi-gazillion dollar company. It's an artificial scarcity. They do it on purpose, in my opinion. They have to, because they're just shoes. They're not hundreds of dollars of components. They're shoes. And scalpers for shoes are relentless too, man. They're the worst. And these websites don't care about bots either, man. A lot of these they just don't. You know? Whatever, man. I don't know about Microsoft special Jordans, but they did make a special pair of Super Nintendo Jordans. I think they were Jordan 4s. Oh, okay, nice. They do it so conversations like this can happen. Yeah. It's for clout. It's a clout type of thing. When I bought my first pairs of Jordans, like we weren't under this crazy, like I was able to go to the mall, walk into the store. I'm like, oh, there's like these wine red Jordans that I like. There's these powder blue Jordan lows, mids with the wine red. I was like, okay, let me take those mids. Let me take those lows. And it was like, okay, and there was a bunch of other ones like, okay, let me just pace myself. I'll come back later, you know, after I've saved up a little bit from like ad revenue or whatever, any extra that I get, you know. So I saved up a little bit more, went back to the mall like 6 or 7 months later, went back to the mall. Everything's sold out. Everything. Can't get any pairs of them. I'm like, okay, now I know what's going on. And then like they said that there's drops coming for a new pair of Jordan mids. There's drops coming on Saturday. They told me 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago that I gotta wait for a pair. It's like, I'm done with this. This is stupid. Buying Jordans is the worst. It's the worst experience ever. I'm not waiting anymore for them. I'm not gonna be sitting there and doing all that. Like whenever they're available again in stores, I'll just go there and buy it. But I'm not sitting here and like waiting for drops and all this stuff like that. It's so corny. This is my bro. My first pair of Jordans was like 97 Snakes. I never could afford Jordans. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I never could afford Jordans ever. So, this is the first time that I'm liable to even be able to afford anything outside of just paying for the roof over my head, you know? And like I said, I still do it off of like extra ad revenue. Like, I wait till I make like an extra video, or if a video of mine does well, I take that and I slowly but surely add it up. I saved up to get those 2 pairs of Jordans that I got, I saved up for half a year. to get those because I was like, I think I want a pair of Jordans. I'm like, let me save up for it, you know. So I saved up for half a year, making a little bit of extra revenue from my videos, and put it all into the little thing that went and bought them. If you want me to go grab you a pair from the mall, everything is still open here in Florida since our government pretends COVID isn't real. Okay, Jordan or Jonathan, if you see a pair of Jordans like these ones, hold on, let me show you. If you see, let me know. Size 11. If they got size 11s over there in Florida. Because I can't find them. I pay for a pair of Crash Bandicoot shoes. A pair of Crash Bandicoot Jordans would be dope. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for a pair of Crash Bandicoot Jordans. Yeah, that'd be cool. So if you see a pair like this, these are the ones that I want. So these ones are getting dropped this weekend though, but it's probably gonna sell out like in half a second. But are there like, these are the ones that I want, you know? But these are just like these aren't like special edition or anything, guys. This is just a regular pair of Jordans, okay? They're $115 for these. They're not anything special. These mass-producing shoes are different because they have to make different sizes. Okay, that's true. They have to make different sizes, but whenever they do drop a pair, bruh, they don't have enough size. Like they don't have enough of any one size. Yeah, they have to make different sizes, and I get that. But to me, it seems like it's artificial. You know what I'm saying? Like I get they have to make different sizes. Like I get that, but to be sold out of everything and all the different types, like that's ridiculous. Like, to be sold out of all black Jordans, like, come on, man. I get that they have to make different sizes, and I feel you on that, but to be sold of all black and all white, like the most common colors, like to be sold out of all black Jordans, you know, it's like going to going to the store and being sold out of chicken. It's like, okay, you're sold out of chicken, like every single type of chicken. You don't got chicken nuggets, you don't got chicken fingers, you don't got chicken raw chicken, you don't got anything, you're sold out of chicken completely. Like that's what Jordans are. It's like, yeah, you got to make different types of chicken, but you can't be sold out of every single type of chicken. And that's how Jordans are. They're sold out of everything. Those are mids. Yeah, those are mids. Listen, I'll look out for you next time if you got it. Okay, yeah, look out for me, guys. If you guys see a size 11, let me know. I'll pay you for them. Size 11. I can't wear size 10 and a half. I can't wear size 11 and a half. I can't wear size 12. It's got to be size 11. Well, I can maybe wear 11 and a half, but that's stretching it. Size 11. Going to a car dealership and they got no cars. And they got 0 versions of a Chevy Cruze or 0 versions of a Lexus Sport or whatever you're looking for. Like no versions of any of the cars. Going to the Lexus dealership and they've got no Lexus cars. Or they got no brands of, they got a bunch of different like IS 250s, right? Or IS, none of them whatsoever in all the different models of the Lexus IS. It's like, what? You know? I do that solid. Thanks, Mac. I appreciate that, guys. How do you, how do you compare some rando shoes to chicken? Because I'm black, Aaron. Nightshade says, I'll look out for you. If I see them, I'll shoot you a DM and see what's good. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $1, though. I appreciate it, Shinru. Oscar says, and they know good as well. They know good and well that they would sell like crazy if they were stocked. Exactly. We're not in lockdown in California, Donkey Kong fan. I'm not in lockdown in my area. I'm not in lockdown, but we're in high alert. We're in high alert. Oh, man. Bruh. It's just... Here we go again. Alright, take it easy, Super Gamer. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Alright, if you guys got your questions, line up your questions. Let's do it. So I'll keep those size 11s if I see them myself. You'll keep them? Well, you're in Australia, so it's going to be like... You know, it's the price of shipping a kangaroo over here or something like that, bro. So I'm all right. I ain't gonna ask you for them to ship them from Australia. It's got to at least be domestically that I'm looking for somebody to help out. It's like, hey man, I'm in freaking Japan. You want me to ship them to you? It's like, nah, we're good, bro. We good. Why are online peeps weird? Because they are. Because everyone's raised different. I'm weird too, but everyone's weird in a good way. There's like good weird, like Psycho Pie is like good weird, and there's like bad weird. So yeah. About to head out. Keep doing great things later. Take it easy, Avidon. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Yo, by the way, second interview went very well. I hear back within the next 2 weeks. Hey, there you go, Nightshade. There you go, man. Your highest request for potential Switch upgrade, not counting Joy-Con drift. What's your highest request for a potential? What does a highest request mean, Kevin Phillips? What does that mean? What's up, Michael? My day's been going good, man. How are you? Am I getting 3D World? Watch my videos on 3D World. Then you'd know. Power Glove. I've talked about the game millions of times. Like, literally, I've made a bunch of different videos on Super Mario 3D World Power Glove. Watch my videos, my man. Then you know. Then you know. It's not a question that you ask during a live stream. That's like something that you see on the channel, you know? What type of weird am I? Megas, so you're like nerdy weird, which is good and bad. Which is good and bad. Guess I would know. Yeah, you gotta watch the videos, Mr. Power Glove, my boy. But let me ask you a question. Are you getting Super Mario 3D World? How about that? What type of weird am I? Says Donkey Kong fan. You're like, I still wear Dun-Dun-Duns and drink 2% milk weird, Donkey Kong fan. I hope the Switch revision is more comfortable than without the need of a grip. Hopefully, we'll see. Probably not. The Mario weird. You're not really weird at all, party man. Shinru says donated $1 and says, OJ, do you think any figures of video game characters besides Amiibo? I got Spyro figure from first 4 figures through the Hot Topic last year. I heard they make Samus figure model. You know, look, I don't know anything about like the video game figures or all that stuff. Like, I don't buy any of them. I don't buy any, unless it comes like with the special edition. Like, I got like a Master Sword, but I don't buy like Funko Pops or any of that type of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. Retromania Wrestling. Nah, I don't like wrestling games anymore. I don't play wrestling games. What can you tell me the lifestyle in California? I'm going to be moving sometime next year. The lifestyle in California depends on what part of California you live in. Do you live in Northern California? Do you live by a beach? Do you live in Central California? Do you live in Southern California? It's all very different. Do you live in, you know, dusty Central Valley, California? Do you live in Fresno County? Do you live in, depends on where you live, bro. Do you live up north, like Humboldt type of California, like trees, all that type of weird stuff that's going on up there? Do you live city life, country life, beach life? All types of areas in California, man. So yeah. Depends on how much, you know, financials too. You know, what area are you living in? Let's see, what do industry analysts do for a living, or do they get paid to saying there'll be more console generations and the Switch Pros coming every year? Industry analysts, they work for usually consultation firms, okay? And consultation firms can give people advice, you know, for services or for money based on, you know, what they tell them to do. So investment portfolios and stuff like that. So analysts that are in the industry work for these firms, and therefore they'll usually say information, or they'll put out stuff on Twitter or whatever the case is in terms of what they think. Just general stuff, not in-depth stuff, just general things. So no, they don't make any money from talking about Switch Pro. They're just giving their opinion on some industry analysts and all that from that. But they do more than that. Like I said, they give all types of other different stuff, you know, usually to do like with stock markets and things like that, or research and analysis for clients when it comes to advice or whatever the case is on various different topics, various different things within video game industry or technology. It can be, you know, within self-driving cars or within like, you know, any types of different technology, you know, Silicon Valley type of stuff. So it's not just video games, but they cover usually a broad range of different things for like, you know, investment firms and stuff like that. So there's no person that I know for the most part that just does just video games. I mean, yeah, there's some, but there's not a lot, like just video games and analysts. Do you remember when the Switch launched? There was a lot of hype around the Joy-Cons and the modular style that they afforded. What happened to that? And the modular style that they afforded? I don't. A lot of hype around what happened to what? I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me. Kind of wish kind of wish the area I live in has California-like weather. It's not fun running to 1990s weather. Yeah, that's why I could never live in a super cold area. That's why I do like California, because the weather is generally good. Where I live, though, I live in Central California, so it gets really hot here. It's like so hot to the point to where it's like, if you don't have an air conditioner, you'll die. I went to Fresno State, Austin. It snowed 5 feet in about 30 minutes up the road from me. Oh, yeah, I heard that it snowed in Cali, didn't it? Like, in certain areas of California, they got like hella snow. No, I'm not buying Zoomer Game Destruction All-Stars, no. Can we trade? I'm sick of the 24/7 year-round summer in Florida. Is it 24/7 year round? You guys, it never gets cold in Florida for winter or fall? I made an extensive video on why Fire Emblem Fates is better than Three Houses. It's an hour long, and I found out the Edge of Dawn works well with the helicopter scene from Tony Hawk's Underground. I gotta watch that video then. I love Awakening Three Houses, but I skipped Fates due to hearing bad things about the story and characters, plus the thought of playing 3 games doesn't appeal to me. I don't know. You should never... I think you should always figure out stuff yourself instead of worrying about what other people say about things, especially if you're into like a franchise, you know? Favorite house in Three Houses? So far, I think Blue Lions is my favorite. Oscar Lizard says favorite... Oh, I already read that. Shinru says, that's why I love Maryland. Not too cold, not too hot. Everything's just right. It doesn't get cold in Maryland? Winter season where I live, it's hella hot. It's winter season where I live, it's hella hot. Yeah, well, you're in Africa. Africa tends to be hot all the time, regardless. Will you ever play Animal Crossing again? One of these days. I don't get why Fates gets so much hate because of the way that it's split up. In MD, we get super hot, and then humid. Summer is cold, possibly 4 degrees in the winter. As cold as 4 degrees? Yeah, it never gets that cold here. That's too cold. 4 degrees is too cold. Donkey Kong fan, if you send the story through Streamlabs, I'll read off what you gotta say. Yeah, 4 degrees is too cold. Yeah. Because it doesn't get anything lower than like 30 degrees here. 4 degrees is too cold for me. I mean, I could do it, but I'd have to be bundled up. Like, that's just super cold. The 60 is cold for us Puerto Ricans. 60 is cold? Yeah, it's tropical weather over there in Puerto Rico. Not really cold. Lowest number is single digit at one point. This way, during the convention I was attending, my car broke down. Didn't start for 3 days. Yeah, like, that's too cold. Like, your car gets all jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who live in snow and people who live in super cold weather, and they try to say, oh, I love it here. It's like... Okay, yeah, you like shoveling snow. You like riding on icy roads, slippery roads. You like having your car being all jacked up sometimes if you leave it outside. Even if you leave it inside, like your garage, you know. This is what you like? You like that? And I can't see why anybody would like doing that. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. But the heat can be unbearable at times. The heat, you just have an air conditioner, bro. You don't gotta go out. Now, if you work outside, then okay. The heat is bad, but I don't really have a problem with the heat as much anymore because I work inside. Now, if I work outside, then yeah, it's a problem. But inside, no. The summer here, I just turn on my air conditioner. We Gucci. You know what I'm saying? We good. Now, in the winter, I could turn on the heater. That's true, but even if you've got the heater on, bro, like 4 degrees, like, bro, that's too cold. Sliding on ice feels like Mario Kart, like you're drifting. You'll get used to it 1 year in, trust me. No, I don't know if I'd ever get used to super cold weather because I've been in super cold weather before. Like I've lived in super cold weather. Like I've lived in, even like Oregon was like too cold. You know? The Icarus with the $5 says, watching PlayStation and Xbox players play Zelda Breath of the Wild for the first time is hilarious. It's a shame gamers lost their ability to think for themselves. Yeah. Dude, sledding is fun though. I can just drive up north to where they've got snow. And just go sledding there if I want to go sledding. I don't need to go sledding like 24/7, you know? Donkey Kong fan with the... Donkey Kong fan with the $5 says, I'm a huge Ace Attorney fan, and I got banned from the subreddit because I didn't like a ship between two guy friends that aren't... Okay, I'm not reading all that, dude. Like, I'm not reading all that, man. Like, that's against the rules, dude. Like, but thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you got banned, but I'm not getting into all that type of stuff, guys. Like, come on, man. The hell? Thank you for the 5 though, I appreciate it. Can't stand hot or cold. I need my days to be warm and warm only, but Georgia want to be 30 to 40 degrees and 60 to 70 degrees next day. No, I'm not reading it because what he says can be interpreted as homophobic, so I'm not gonna read it. It could be interpreted as that way, and I'm not trying to break any rules, so I'm not reading it. Donkey Kong. OJ's an inclusive. I'm an inclusive type of guy, so I'm not gonna read all that because I don't want people sitting there trying to cancel me or something. I'm not. I know he said it, but still, like, listen, bro. I'm sorry you got banned. You know, you said you didn't agree with what they're doing, but look, man, that's not my place. Here's what I will say to everybody. Don't be homophobic, guys. Let people live their life in terms of what they want to do. I don't stand for that here. I'll always stand with people that want to do what they want to do when it comes to that. That's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should be treated the same. Everybody should be treated equal, you know, especially if they're not hurting you. So that's my stance. Okay, and you know what? You know what you're gonna be? You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm not being heterophobic or anything like that. I'm not very bannerophobic either, because I'm gonna go ahead and ban you out of my my chat. Tell your mother I said thank you. I said heterophobic. Nobody's being heterophobic. Are you dumb? I can't stand your name is Danky Kong Jr. Your brain is danky. Like, you stupid? You dumb? Nobody's being heterophobic. I got a wife. Nobody's being that. It's about being respectful, and it's about understanding. Okay, that's what it's about. It's about understanding and being respectful for the people. And that's the problem. That's what you kids with your stupid usernames coming into streams, you know what I'm saying, and acting like you run it. Read it. You didn't donate anything. What have you donated? You donated nothing, bruh. Don't tell me what to do. Freaking bitch. Anyway, guys, be respectful to people, okay? If I see something that I think is homophobic and I don't want to read it, I'm not going to read it. I don't have to read anything. It's my stream. It's about being respectful to people. I didn't say anything homophobic though, right? No, I don't. I mean, I'm just not trying to push that narrative on my chat, bro. I'm not trying to push your narrative on my chat. I mean, what you said could have been seen as you're a bit homophobic. It could be, but I'm not going to sit there and push that on you guys. So that's that. I'm not having it. Nintendo Partners Showcase or mini direct type in the next 2 weeks. Before March. Before March is done, we'll have one. Some type of thing before the end of March. Because February is pretty loaded with games. So maybe they finish out February. Because there's a lot of games. But I think that March, maybe we see something, you know? March. March. That's why you don't talk about politics or certain subjects. Never know when someone gets offended and tries to cancel. I didn't say anything that, you know, anything on my end. I mean, I don't have a problem talking about this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know I'm not gonna get canceled. You know why I'm not gonna get canceled? Because I know the right thing to say every single time. That's the reason why I've been streaming for how many years now? I've been streaming for years. I've been on YouTube for years. And I haven't even been close to being canceled. It's actually not hard to be canceled. It's not hard to be canceled. It's just that people have their own opinions and ways of going about things, and they'll put it out there. Sometimes they say it in a stupid way. But at the end of the day, most of the time when somebody gets canceled, they usually cancel themselves. Because it's not hard to not get canceled. Like, you gotta say something pretty freaking stupid to get canceled. Regardless, whether on whatever side that you're on, you gotta say some really dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta say something really stupid for you to be canceled. And it's not hard to not say anything stupid unless you're stupid. You know? Or you gotta do something really dumb. You gotta do something really dumb to be canceled. So that's why I don't ever see myself being canceled for anything, because I'm never gonna say anything so stupid. And if I do say something, I'm gonna realize something right away and say, oh, yo, that's my bad, you know? So I'm never gonna do anything that's gonna get me in that way, because it's not that hard, you know? People tend to clip everything from streams and take them out of context, so some people are pathetic. Yeah, and people have tried to do that with me, but it's never worked. You know why it's never worked? Because I don't say anything that's gonna get me canceled, and I make all sorts of mom jokes and stuff like that. I don't say anything that's ever gonna get me canceled, because there's no point. I'm smarter than that. I'm more intelligent than that, and it's not very hard, you know. It's easy to say things. You already know what's going to push some people's buttons at the end of the day, right? You already know. If you say certain things, it's going to push. If you say very controversial certain things, it's going to push people's buttons. But even if you say it, you're probably going to end up canceling yourself. A lot of people end up canceling themselves, you know? because they don't want to realize things. Have an open mind. That's all. If you have an open mind and you're open to discussion, you'll never get canceled. If you're closed-minded and you want to just spout your opinion, especially if it's a very controversial one, and don't want to be open to what other people got to say, then yeah, you might get yourself canceled, but that's on them. That's not on me. Go ahead and do it, you know? You said a lot of special edition consoles have been normal Switch kickstand in the dessing, that console on the back, dessing, not the dessing. I think it meant design. Did I notice? Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen all the special edition ones. I don't care. If you don't like it, then don't buy it. Plain and simple. I don't look at the kickstand. Like, when the system's docked, you can't see the kickstand. When you're playing it, you can't see the kickstand. So it doesn't matter. If you're gonna display it on your shelf, you're not gonna turn it backwards. You're gonna turn it forward. So it's literally irrelevant. So I don't care. Being homophobic or not is not politics, by the way. It's not politics. Like, standing up for people's normal, basic right to decency is not politics. It's not. Just standard decency to treat people right is not politics. I know people like to do that in today's day because we got a bunch of crazy people running around, but that's not politics. Treating people right and not being homophobic or against people to live their life or whatever, that's not politics. Remember that dumb faulty kickstand video when the Switch launched? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, they were trying to they kept on going like this and trying to move it to where it was like oh my god, yeah. What was it? Was it CNN or something like that? Did that video? So sometimes people use stuff from like 10 years. Oh yeah, sometimes people do use like old school stuff to try to cancel people. Yeah, but that's never me though. I don't do that. But yeah, other people try to do that stuff and it's wrong. But that's why you start from day one and you don't say anything stupid. From when I first started making videos, I said, before canceling was even a thing, I said, you know what? I probably shouldn't say anything stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I learned very quick. I learned back in college that you can get canceled for saying something stupid. I told you guys that story that I had with that girl that was from San Francisco. And I made the whole, you know, about stuff with her. And then she says, oh yeah, well I am. And I was like, and I've never said another single thing since then. That was the first, the last, and the final straw for me when it came down to it. Like, legitimately, your boy turned white. Like, the color was sucked out of my face, man. Like, I had never been more embarrassed in my life and ashamed in my life was that right there. And like, that's when I realized, I'm like, okay, you can't say stupid stuff really at any point. Don't say anything dumb. Like, and then when I started streaming, this was years later when I started streaming, I took that same lesson that I learned and I applied it to everything that I do. Wait, who still looks at a kickstand? People complaining about the kickstand design. Like, I get it. Like, if you're showing it back and forth, but like when you're playing the system, you don't see the back of it, which obviously people want to have a nice back to it, but the kickstand is just not important to me. But I get why some people are upset. But if it's upsetting and you don't like it, then it's simple. You don't buy it. So yeah. You're talking about participating in canceling persons legitimate committed a terrible crime. I don't know, man. I don't go around looking to cancel people. It's like whatever happens, they happen. you speak on Monster Hunter Rise bundle already? Yeah, man, you're late, Hetty. Or buy a decorated kick. I mean, people don't want it. I mean, I can see why people would want like the kickstand to have a design too. I just don't care. Like if it's that bad or if it's a problem, then just don't buy it. You know, like nothing that I say is gonna change anything. Okay, so check this out, man. So Tesla says that they have a new series of cars, the S Arcade, will have 10 teraflops of gaming. So like your car is basically a video game system. It's basically a PS5 in your car. So like game up to 10 teraflops of processing power. Enables in-car gaming on par with today's newest consoles via Tesla Arcade. Wireless controller compatibility allows gaming from any seat. Okay, hold up. Tesla Gaming Arcade. Okay, wait, hold up. So is it a separate thing? It's like a tablet, then you put it inside your car? Wait, what is it? Tesla new series S Arcade. It's like, what is this? I think my mom has Tesla stock. They haven't talked about it. Yes, she's. Mac Mega with the $5 and says, "Can you play Pokemon Song of the Link, please? Also, do you own any of the Taiko? No. Okay, so Taiko Drum Master games and plan to stream them in the future? No, I don't plan to stream any of the Taiko Drum Master stuff. I don't own any of them either, so I don't plan to stream any of them. But thank you for the support, Mr. Mac Mega. It's just too much of a hassle to set all that stuff up and to stream it. You know, kind of have other things that I'm that I'm looking at doing. Thank you for the 5 though, man. I appreciate it. What did Donkey Kong fans say now? Do you fin? I think you meant think. Nah, Donkey Kong fan, man, it's cool, bruh. You're good. You're good. Battle in Wonderland, you get like different suits, power-ups and stuff. So we'll see once you actually play the game, see how fast or slow it is. Maybe it's running on the same OS as Atari VCS. I don't know about that. I want to hear more about this Tesla video game series. So Tesla, let's see. Tesla video game. So what's going on here with this Tesla Arcade? Okay, so that's what it is. Lets you play a video game right in your car. Okay, so this was from 2019 though. Whatever, I'll research it later. So your fam got you investing then? Oh, get those hot GameStop shares. I haven't really been investing too much. My family, they invest big time. Like my sister and my mom, they invest a lot. I gotta download the Robinhood app. I'm gonna start investing like soon. I haven't invested too much though. I've made a couple things here and there, but nothing really. Haven't really went in on anything, but I'm definitely gonna start. I always say that I'm gonna start. I'll do it. I promise, guys. Everyone's been telling me, "Hey, man, you better start. You're getting old." I'm like, yeah, I know. By the way, he was timed out because he kept going on about home phone talk, and we told him it's cool. Yeah. That's fine. You don't have to explain yourself. I saw what he said. I just forgot the demo of Battle Wonder I was dropping tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I'm gonna check it out for sure. What's up, man? Matt fumbled this GameStop investment. I'm mad I put, yeah. Yeah, some people are making tons of money on the GameStop, you know, stuff. So. Are you close to copying Soldier Boy console? Yeah, I was. If I could, I couldn't get one though. I wanted to do a video on it on the channel. Stonks, yeah, the stonks. It's so funny though, a bunch of trolls and people jump the stock like that from GameStop, man. It's pretty crazy, but it's cool. It's cool to see that. I gotta find out what's the next super hot stock is gonna be. Then I gotta invest it, like when it's cheap. I gotta invest in it right now, you know. So I'm gonna download the look. I'll download the Robinhood app right now, guys. Okay, I'm gonna download it right now. Like that's like the easiest way to get into investments would be like Robinhood. So I'm gonna download it right now, and then I'll look through. I'm gonna look through and do some little bit of research and see what I can get. You know. All right, where is the freaking Robinhood app? Or where's my Play Store? All right, so Play Store. What'd you say? You said GameFly is next? GameFly? For real? Who's got the inside knowledge right here? What's the next big stock, guys? What's the next big one that people are gonna do something crazy with? All right, I'm investing it right now. Robinhood Investments, right? Let's go, baby. Getting it right now. Let's go. Robinhood Investments. Let's go. Yo, DM G5 myself or JMV, bruh. What are you talking about, Nightshade? People are saying buy AMC. Yeah, I heard. I think I saw Cliffy B, who's a big investor himself. He was like, yeah, AMC was the next one. I got stocks through Cash App. I don't see GameStop stocks. I think didn't they take it down temporarily and it's going to be back tomorrow? I'm already using GameFly, so I'm already invested. Not too late for AMC. Oh, it's too late for AMC. Oh, okay. So then what's the next big one then, guys? What's the next big one that we gotta go to? What's the next big one? AMC too high now? Oh, okay. AMC too high. BlackBerry, okay. Should find a 3D printing company to invest in. They're printing buildings down. Okay. Told you, Champ, BlackBerry's supposed to be next. Okay, BlackBerry. Okay, I got you guys. BlackBerry's supposed to be next. What's that? Tell me what that company is, though. The NAKD. What is that company? What is it? Nokia? That's just the same as Reddit morons invested in GameStop jump. So it's this to be careful. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be like super crazy like with the stock option. Like I'm not gonna sit there and spend like 10 grand on something. You know? Hold on. So it's definitely gonna be a lower risk, guys. Like I'm thinking like, you know, like a 1,000 or two. I'm not like I gotta put my whole life savings in there or nothing like that, bro. Yeah, like it's not gonna be anything like super high risk. Like not anything like super high risk. I try to be like Shark Tank or nothing like that, bruh. Let's see. It's an apparel brand. Okay. Cost is rising a little bit. I got to do some research. Bets it all on one stock. I know. Let's go. Everything I got, one stock, baby. Imagine if you did that with GameStop though. Then like, what if you bought like 50 grand worth of stocks like back when it was cheap, and then now You got like so much. This is all or nothing. I got to do more research on stocks work. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do more research. But my mom and my sister, they know all about that stuff. So like they've been informing me like on how stocks work. So I do have some knowledge on how things work and like kind of like what's going on. Plus in high school, I learned how stocks work in high school. So I remember like some of the stock stuff because like what we used to have to do, we used to have to like invest in different stocks and then see how they go up and down and buy or sell every single week. That's what we would do in class. We would look at the stock market and we would learn how to invest. So I am aware of how things work a bit. I've just been lazy as hell and just haven't been doing it, to be honest, man, you know? Just buy stock and Shea Moisturizer. All right, I'm gonna check out Shea Moisturizer. I'm gonna see what they roll. Is that a private? I thought that was a privately owned company. Is it public? Microsoft stock is expensive as hell, though, isn't it? Some random Redditor made 22 million. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Says for real though, G5 and JMV got you on the inside. I'm here as a reference to. All right, I got you guys. Nah, I haven't bought Nintendo stock. Stonks Essence. Stonk. Says don't buy Nintendo stock yet. Too late. I'm not taking all these suggestions that you guys just take to heart though, guys. Just keep that in mind. I'm just hearing what you guys are saying, but I mean, like, I'm gonna do my own due diligence and all that, guys. So, like, I'm not actually like listening. Like, I'm entertaining what you guys are saying, just a conversation. But I ain't gonna sit there. Oh heck yeah, they told me to buy this. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna do all that, bro. I gotta do my own research. I'm just talking back and forth with you guys. So, oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna do my own research and like what I want to invest into and what options are the best and stuff like that. So I know you make smart decisions, bro. You got that instinct? Yeah. My wife's coworker just made 20K this morning with AMC and GS stocks. That's crazy. Yeah. Microsoft is a no-go. 239 a share. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I mean, you'd have to invest quite a bit, right? But I mean, you could buy like 10. It wouldn't be too bad. Couple K. Let's see OJ's voice acting as Cleveland Brown's mother on Family Guy. I don't remember how Cleveland Brown's brother sounds. That's bad, bruh. But what if it goes up a lot though? Like you're saying 239 per stock. Okay, look at Amazon. Look at how much Amazon is per stock. Look at how much freaking Tesla's higher than that. Amazon's way higher than that. Amazon, like, what's Amazon, like 3K per stock? You know what I'm saying? So somebody said 239. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's not like what GameStop was like at first, but it's still lower than like Amazon and like some of these other companies out there with crazy stock prices, you know? The Zokyo project. Ziokyo. I wish I knew stonks. Choose 5 crypto and throw 200 each crypto. No, I'm good on that crypto, bro. Says Amazon is okay. You say Amazon's different, but you said 239 is bad. Amazon out here at like 3K per one stock, bro. You said, no, that's bad. You said what's bad or not? No, that's bad. That's bad. That's too expensive. You got to be freaking Bill Gates out here invested in Amazon, bro. I'm good on that crypto stuff, bro. I'm good on all that crypto and Bitcoin and all that. Like, I'm good. That stuff, it could be dope, but I'm just saying that stuff's too crazy. Like, I feel like I'm dealing with like slimy, like, what are you buying? Like guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the merchant from Resident Evil 4. Everybody that has crypto and all that, they're like, what are you buying? What are you selling? It's like they remind me of that guy. And like I ain't trying to get involved in that black market stuff, bro. I'm good at all that, man. Also, Samuel S, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, man. Tesla's 800. So Tesla's freaking triple, no, quadruple the freaking, nearly quadruple the freaking Microsoft stock. Right. Akito 1 with the tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much, Akito 1. Says, hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Good evening. How are you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. I haven't picked up Cyber Shadow yet. Everyone's talking about it, man, but I just have too many games to play, you know? And I also, I'm organizing my Nintendo Switch games to all be alphabetical order, so I'm also doing that. Saw you from the Spawncast and checked out your videos. They're very interesting and have good information. Keep up the good work. Hey, the boy! Thank you so much, man. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming over from the Spawncast. Yeah, we got videos every morning, 4:30 a.m. PT, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, every single morning. We focus on Nintendo RPG gaming, anime, stuff like that. So we're gonna have even more of a focus on that type of stuff. So, yeah. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. And we stream pretty much daily. So right around, well, the schedule's on the screen. 3:15 Eastern Time. We stream pretty much daily. So yeah, my face has been covering it the whole time. I gotta move over here to a little bit. Sometimes I get want to go over here and like be covered up, so I gotta be right here. Here, let me move this and back. There we go. There we go. That's better. I haven't picked up Cyber Shadow. I haven't played it yet. Same with Scott Pilgrim. Yeah. Yeah. Who has game? Does anybody have GameStop stock here? Alright, came from the Spawncast. Yo, shout outs. Shout outs to the Spawncast peeps. Donkey Kong fan, yes, you might need therapy. Shinru with the dollar donation says, everyone out here talking about stonks, and I'm trying to figure out how to get the new materials in Animal Crossing. Shaking my head. This man out here with this stock market turnips, bruh. Oh man, not only dealing crypto, nah man, I don't need any of that merchant. What are you buying? You know, that merchant stuff, man. I'm good. I'm good on all that. You know, I'm good. Donkey Kong fan, stop worrying about terrible people on the internet, man. Just live your life. Do what you got to do. We'll see it. With how Game Pass has been taken off, I just might invest in Microsoft. Yeah. The thing that with Microsoft, like video game companies, I'm always, well, Microsoft isn't a video game company, just in general, but you got to look at it more than just Game Pass, right? You got to look at it from like, what are they doing on the other side of things too with Microsoft, because you're investing in the whole company, you know? So obviously, you know, you'll do your research. I'm pretty sure you guys will do your research on what to do, you know? So yeah. Super loud ear-piercing music that all blue background and white text unregistered hypercam in the corner. Yeah, those are back in the day, bro. But all right, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. I think that's a good spot to end it. I've got my video that I'm dropping in like a little bit. I'll probably drop it earlier now that this stream is gonna be done, so it'll probably be earlier with the Monster Hunter video. So make sure you guys just look out for that. Make sure you have notifications enabled, okay? I might drop that video in like within the hour. Let me just make sure everything is good on that video, and then I might drop it pretty soon here. So look out for that. I might drop it sooner. All right, guys. So make sure you guys check out the video, the Monster Hunter stuff. Especially if you're a Monster Hunter fan, I want you guys to help me out with the game. So that should be a lot of fun. All right, what's up next? That's it. Okay, so you guys check out my video that I already did on the channel. I got a video talking about the Nintendo Switch, how it was supposed to fail. Check out the video. It's dope. It's a funny video. I think it's really good. So we already got a good number of views on it already. So you guys check. I think it got like over 5K views. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, make sure you check it out. All right, guys. And then watch the Monster Hunter video. Watch the Monster Hunter video later if you can. Like I said, it'll be dropping within the next hour or so probably. So yeah, in our video, we got over almost 5K views in our first video for the day. So good stuff. So all right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys back tomorrow for more streaming.